behind that tree.
Nana, what is that?
The heck is that?
From hidden nighttime hunters to odd wonders in the darkness, prepare for a journey into the unknown as we showcase the unusual, spine-chilling, and breathtaking moments in the wild. Veiled Lady. Someone is exploring a deserted building, minding their own business, when they stumble upon something super eerie. A room all dark and mysterious, and as the light sneaks in, there is this strange figure. It looks like a person sitting on the floor, covered head to toe in a black veil, like a spooky lady straight out of a ghost story. Now, this figure isn't moving at all. The person with the camera zooms in, and as the face comes into view, it's not what you'd expect. The face is all creepy and not human-like at all. It's got the weird gray color like a monster from a scary movie. But here's the real shocker. When the camera gets closer, the covered figure suddenly opens its mouth and boom, pointy teeth, like something out of a nightmare show up. Here is the really strange part. Nobody has explained what this creature is. It's just one of those super creepy sightings that gives you the chills. Imagine finding something like that while exploring. Yikes. Mountain's enigmatic stare. The video revealed a perplexing sight, an obscure creature draped in sleek black fur resembling a primate, its long fingers and hands positioned eerily towards the towering peak. The documentary tone unfolded as the camera captured this enigmatic being, its features masked by the onyx strands that covered its form. The black-furred creature, reminiscent of a monkey but unsettling in its unfamiliarity, stood in stark contrast to the natural landscape. The daylight, which typically illuminates clarity, instead casts an eerie shadow upon this mysterious entity, leaving viewers to grapple with the uncanny and unknown. As the creature faced the mountain, an unspoken question lingered. What mysterious connection or purpose propelled its gaze towards the lofty heights? Became a testament to the inscrutable occurrences that can manifest in the broad expanses of the natural world, introducing an unsettling element into the familiar terrain and challenging the boundaries of the known. Nocturnal Enigma unveiled. In the eerie glow of dim streetlights, a video documented a perplexing nocturnal scene. The documentary tone unfolded as the recorder aimed their lens at a figure in the distance, walking with an uncanny resemblance to a monkey or an elusive creature.
What is that?
The darkened ambiance added an unsettling layer to the scene, and despite attempts to zoom in, the creature remained obscured, shrouded in mystery. The narrator conveyed the atmosphere of suspense, highlighting the creature's haunting movements and the eerie sounds that accompanied its progress. The inability to capture a clear image intensified the enigma, leaving viewers to speculate about the nature of this mysterious being. The night, typically a realm of quietude, now echoed with unsettling sounds and the unsettling gait of the unidentified entity. The documentary served as a chilling testament to the cryptic occurrences that can unfold in the shadows of the night, stirring a sense of dread and fascination with the unknown. Mysterious glow in the forest. Deep in the thick woods, a camera caught something mysterious that has investigators scratching their heads. The video shows bright eyes shining in the dark, but we cannot figure out where they're coming from. Even after looking at the footage closely, we cannot say for sure what kind of creature has these glowing eyes.
Hey, eyeballs. 2 eyeballs.
The mystery keeps going because we just can't solve it, no matter how hard we try. Trying to understand this weird thing only brings up more questions instead of giving us answers. These shiny eyes in the dark forest do not fit into any neat categories. Every frame of the video makes the mystery even more interesting, giving us a spooky feeling of not knowing what is out there. People cannot stop thinking about this unsolved mystery. The thing that makes it so interesting is that it will not fit any explanations. It keeps us wondering and guessing. Indeed, though investigators have limits with the video, the fascination with these glowing eyes is still there. The heart of the woods is like an unexplored place full of questions, and it makes us want to find out more about what is hiding in the dark. The Frilled Lizard. In the big, hot desert, a man with a camera wanted to film the sandy land's mysteries. As he walked further into the wild, a sudden noise captured his attention. Guess what? A frilled lizard popped out of the sand, showing off its frilly neck in a blend of being curious and wanting to protect itself. The man was interested in this surprise, so he kept recording. He did not know the lizard was getting interested in him. With its frill wide open, the lizard sluggishly moved toward the man. All unforeseen, in the blink of an eye, the lizard jumped and stuck to the man's leg, holding on with its small claws. The man was surprised and a bit spooked, but he stayed calm, capturing this amazing moment on his camera. This unplanned meeting between the man and the lizard in the middle of the desert showed how incredible nature is and the surprising connections that can happen in far-off places. Woolly Mammoth. Hold on to your hats for this wild tale. So there's this camera rolling, right? And guess what it captures? A mammoth. Not just any mammoth, but a bona fide woolly mammoth casually strolling across a river. Yeah, you heard it right. A real-life ancient creature on film. Now, here's the kicker.
A woolly mammoth crossing a river in Siberia. Since the giant hairy mammals have been extinct for thousands of years,
woolly mammoths are supposed to be history, like really ancient history. But this footage has the whole internet buzzing. This mammoth isn't playing hide and seek. It's out there, big as life, horns and all. Sure, some folks might raise an eyebrow because, mammoths are supposed to be chilling with the dinosaurs in the history books. But this video, it's like a megaphone announcement saying, hey, mammoths might still be around. Evidence might be scarce, but this video, that's like a mammoth-sized mic drop. So, here we are, questioning everything we thought we knew about extinct animals. A woolly mammoth crossing a river, stealing the show, and making us rethink our history lessons. The proof might be low, but this video's got us scratching our heads, wondering if mammoths are the real comeback kings of the animal kingdom. Mysterious sky descent. In broad daylight, something mysterious happened. A hidden event unfolded as a camera recorded it. The recording showed a strange light coming down from the sky, red and green colors swirling like a dance in the heavens, unlike anything we normally see. This odd sight looked a bit like a part of an airplane on a fire, or maybe a UFO meeting its end in flames on Earth. People watching couldn't figure out if it was a sad accident or some strange thing from outer space.
C'est quoi?
On le voit.
Hey, c'était vraiment nice.
C'est un vaisseau.
On le voit?
Without a sound, this mysterious thing glided through the sky smoothly, not making the noise we'd expect from regular engines. It moved so quietly as if it didn't follow the usual rules of sound. When I left, there was no noise left behind, just the lingering image of its descent. But just as quickly as it appeared, the recording stopped. The screen, like a canvas capturing something unbelievable, went dark, leaving a big gap in our understanding. The story paused, frozen in the mystery of the unknown. With no clear answers, people started guessing and making theories. Maybe aliens visited, or perhaps it was some secret flying experiment. The secrets of the shining object in the sky kept echoing in people's thoughts, leaving us with more questions than answers. Strange events happened. A bunch of friends went for a relaxed drive, capturing their fun moments on video. Little did they know that their easygoing adventure would turn into something mysterious and spooky. While cruising down the road, a strange person suddenly appeared out of nowhere. This mysterious man walked in a creepy way, like something out of a scary movie, making the day feel weird and eerie. But that is not where the surprises stop.
Oh my god, what's that? What?
In another part of their recorded day, the friends were in a kitchen, happily clueless about what was about to happen. Out of the blue, a second person showed up, dressed up as Bigfoot. The unexpected sight of this creature startled the group, mixing feelings of fear and curiosity. The surprising costume and the sudden appearance created a spooky vibe, making this day unforgettable for everyone. The video not only caught their scared and amazed faces, but also the uneasy feeling that hung in the air. What was supposed to be a day of laughs and friendship turned into something strange and surreal. The weird walk and the Bigfoot surprise turned a regular outing into a memorable and slightly scary experience, leaving a lasting memory for the whole group. This day, full of odd events, became a part of their shared stories, ensuring they would remember it for a long time.
It works every time. Hoffman!
Two wild dogs on the road. Once upon a time, a camera on the road saw something crazy. Two big black dogs showed up and walked over to a parked car. They looked really interested. As they got closer, something strange happened. The dogs began biting on the front of the car. It was like they were having a creepy feast. Their tails wagged and they barked happily while checking out the car with curiosity. The metal parts of the car came with their chew toys. Every bite and pull made them super happy. It was like they found a new playground with the car just sitting there. The camera caught all this, making people laugh and be surprised. The dogs had no idea the camera was watching as they kept going with their unexpected feast. This turned a regular scene on the road into a cool story of dogs being mischievous. Bugged out camping adventure. In the wild forest, there was a man who decided to camp in. He thought it would be fun to make a video and share his adventure. But oh dear, little did he know that the forest had a surprise for him. As he recorded his video, he noticed something strange happening outside his roof. The air was buzzing with clusters of bugs, bitsy bones, big ones, all sorts of bugs. They were like a tiny army having a bug party right on his tent. At first, he tried to ignore them, allowing them to go down. But nope, those bugs were determined to join his camping trip. They covered his roof like a living, crawling blanket. Our camper could not help but laugh and cringe at the same time. He bravely continued recording, showing the world his unexpected bug-filled camping experience. Who would have thought that bugs could be similar to enthusiastic campers? And so, in the heart of the wild forest, our man shared his bug-tactic tale with the world, creating a video that left everyone amazed and perhaps a little itchy. Reverse car and the Rhino. Once upon a time, there was a man driving his car in a big green forest. Suddenly, a huge rhino appeared and started running straight towards him. Oh no! In fear, the man quickly hit the reverse gear and started driving backwards. But then the crazy part, he did not stop. The man kept reversing his car as fast as he could, and the rhino kept chasing him. It was like a funny hop in the forest, a car going backward, a rhino following. The man was looking back with wide eyes, and the rhino had its horn down, determined to catch up. The forest echoed with the sounds of the car's engine and the thumping of the rhino's giant feet. It went on for a while, this wild rear chase. The man was probably asking, how did I end up in a rhino race? Eventually, the rhino got tired or maybe just got bored, and it gave up the chase. The man stopped his car, relieved and probably a bit confused too. And that is the story of the man who went backward in his car, trying to outsmart a rhino in the forest. Tiger swimming skills. Out in the wild, something amazing happened. A strong tiger decided to jump into the river, surprising everyone. A camera, still watching from the riverbank, recorded the tiger swimming underwater like a real pro. With every paddle, the tiger showed off its awesome swimming skills, gliding through the water super smoothly. The ripples played around the tiger as it moved through the river with a clear goal. When the tiger got near to the other side, its head popped out of the water, showing a determined look. The camera followed the tiger's every move, catching how strong and graceful it was in the water. The tiger's big paws pushed it forward, proving it was really good at handling the swash's inflow. This underwater journey of the tiger was like a fantastic show of how cool nature is. It taught us how amazing and adaptable these big cats are, handling different places with style and strength. The video let us peek into the tiger's hidden talents, revealing its ability to handle tricky situations like a champ. Bigfoot behind the tree. Late one spooky night, a man cruising down a dimly lit road stumbled upon a mysterious sight. Gripped by curiosity, he whipped out his safe flashlight and hit the record button on his camera. Suddenly, there it was. Bigfoot, the elusive critter known for its fabulous status, was caught on camera doing a stealthy dance of hide and seek. As the man zoomed in, Bigfoot, as if playing a game, peeked from behind a towering tree. The flashlight illuminated the creature's figure, adding a creepy touch to the encounter.
It's behind that tree.
Nana, what is that?
And the unknown has sparked discussions about the existence of the fugitive Bigfoot. Was it a chance meeting, or did the creature choose to reveal itself to the fearless observer? The mystery lingers in the air, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering what other secrets the night might hold. The man being chased by something. In the deep dark forest, a person bravely recorded a video with just a flashlight to guide their way. As they moved through the dark, the only source of light was their safe beam cutting through the inky blackness. Suddenly, a strange feeling crept up their spine, and they decided to turn around. To their shock, a spooky creature with creepy glowy eyes was hot on their heels.
It's staring at me. They followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now.
The flashlight revealed its fearsome gaze, making the forest feel even more mysterious and frightening. The person's heart pounded as they realized they were not alone in the silent darkness. With a shaky hand, they continued to record, capturing the creature's otherworldly presence. The glowy-eyed hunter added an unexpected twist to their adventure, turning a simple stroll through the woods into a heart-pounding encounter with the unknown. The ray of the flashlight came to the guard against the unseen terrors lurking in the haunting beauty of the forest.
Followed me home, and it is absolutely staring at me right now.
Floating figure. Here's a tale from a far-off place in Kerala, where something downright weird went down. Imagine this. A spooky video pops up, and there's this strange person-like thing just floating on a wooden board in rainwater. Now, get this. It's got a big white head, and it's all wrapped up in a black cloak. It's the kind of stuff that gives you goosebumps. So, this local person spots his mysterious figure right outside their home. Quick thinking, they whip out their camera and record the whole thing. Next thing you know, the video is on the internet, and folks everywhere are scratching their heads wondering, who or what in the world is this? Nobody's got a clue. It's like a puzzle with missing pieces. Is it a person? An alien? A secret superhero? The internet is buzzing with questions, but the answers are nowhere in sight. It's a real-life mystery that has got everyone talking, and the spooky video is the only clue we've got. Talk about a strange day in Kerala. Enigmatic woods encounter. In the bright daylight of the woods, a mysterious video showed up. A boy on his bike went into the dark parts of the trees, filming more than anyone expected. Suddenly, a strange creature surrounded by an otherworldly glow appeared in the deep forest. Sunlight was passing through the leaves as the boy, accidentally recording supernatural stuff, rode deeper into the mysterious woods. The creature, like a ghost whisper, showed up on the edge of the camera. Its shape, hidden in shadows, sent chills down the spine. The boy realized the creature was like those stories about skinwalkers, waiting behind the twisted branches. Like the woods itself called it, the creature looked at the boy, as if knowing things from ages and different worlds. Suddenly, scared, the boy left his bike and rushed away. But the creature, like a ghost in the rustling leaves, stayed there. It became a quiet guard to the mystery now echoing through the silent forest. Whispers in the trees carried the mystery, making everyone who found this strange dance in the woods wonder what secrets hide in the forest and what strange beings walk its secret paths. Mysterious creature above Ballfield. People were having fun on a ball field, playing and laughing. It was a happy scene with the game going on and people watching. The sun went down and the field got dark. Something strange happened. There was a feeling in the air, like magic. Out of nowhere, a weird creature showed up. It looked like a monster made of shadows floating above the field. The happy feeling turned into a quiet and curious one. Everyone stared at this strange thing in surprise. The creature, like a ghost from a story, floated there strangely. It made everything feel unsure and strange. People started talking quietly, not understanding what was happening. Everyone, the players and the watchers, just stood there, amazed and a little scared. The creature was a mystery, something nobody could understand. What was this strange thing in front of them? Suddenly, it left and everything got quiet. The field, which was full of happiness, now felt strange and confusing. The memory of this mysterious visit stayed with everyone there. The ball field wasn't just a place for games anymore. It was a place touched by something no one could explain. Big King Cobra. Okay, buckle up for a wild tale. So, there's this video floating around, right? Imagine a camera capturing the scene straight out of your scariest snake nightmares. Picture a colossal serpent slithering on the ground and people are losing their minds. Now, here's the kicker. It's a showdown between two heavyweight contenders, the King Cobra and the Black Mamba. The snake in the spotlight is so massive, folks are debating if it's the legendary King Cobra or the infamous Black Mamba. It's like a snake identity crisis. This reptile giant seems like it could stretch about 20 feet. Yeah, you heard that right, a whopping 20 feet of slithering fright. Imagine encountering that in your backyard. Some folks are sweating, thinking it's the stealthy Black Mamba, while others are convinced it's the majestic King Cobra. The video's got people on the edge of their seats, playing the Snake ID guessing game. It's like a real-life snake thriller, leaving you wondering what's lurking in the wild. So, if you're into spine-tingling snake dramas, this one's a nail-biter. Just when you thought nature couldn't get any wilder. Beautiful gecko? Alright, an adorable scene caught on camera. A charming gecko with a grin that could melt hearts. It's giving the camera those big puppy dog eyes, complete with eyelashes that would make any mascara jealous. I mean, who knew geckos had a talent for posing? As you're soaking in the cuteness, this little gecko decides to take things up a notch. Out of the blue, it casually catches a phone like it's playing superhero or something. Talk about unexpected skills. People all around are falling in love with this video because, let's be real, who wouldn't? Watching this gecko flash its grin and then smoothly snag a phone, it's the kind of wholesome content we all need. It's like a burst of joy in a world of chaos. The smile on that gecko's face is like a mini vacation for your soul. It's pure satisfaction and relaxation rolled into one charming reptilian package. So, grab some popcorn, kick back, and let the gecko's feel-good vibes wash over you. Who knew a gecko could be the internet's newest sensation? Wilderness clash, nature's drama. In the daytime by the mountains and a lake, something amazing and puzzling happened. A video caught nature's hidden story, like a play on the water's edge. Picture a calm place, a big male animal, a wilderness giant, got attacked by a fierce female protecting her little ones. It was like a big clash in a peaceful scene, beautiful yet rough.
And he gives him a right. She punches him with the left.
The video watched this wild struggle, showing how intense nature can be. Sunlight peeked through leaves, making shadows in the fight. The water, usually reflecting the sky, now mirrored the wild chaos. As the fight went on, the mystery grew. Were these creatures just following instincts, or was there an old grudge in the wild? It was like a question without an answer, making us think about the hidden stories in nature. In the end, the video told a story of nature's secrets, a place where every water ripple has a tale, and every creature, no matter how big, plays a part in a huge story that's too big for us to understand completely.
And he gives him a right. She punches him with the left.
Leopards. So you won't believe what the trail camera caught at the zoo. Snow leopards, those cool endangered dudes, were going all parkour in their enclosure, jumping around from here to there like they were auditioning for some feline Olympics. The video gives us a sneak peek into their cozy living space. It's like a leopard neighborhood with different areas for the whole family to chill. You know, just leopard things, climbing, leaping, and doing their wildcat acrobatics. What's even cooler is that this is a part of an endangered species breeding program. It's like the leopards are practicing their moves to impress, you know, for the future generations of little snow leopards. It's heartwarming to see them being all active and playful, especially when they're on the endangered list. So, next time you think about snow leopards, imagine these guys having a wild time in their own little leopard paradise. Just a bunch of big cats doing their thing and keeping the endangered species vibe alive. Otters having shrimp delight. Imagine this endearing scene. Two playful otters enjoying a delicious meal of yummy shrimp while relaxing on a mat inside a warm house. The pair of otters paints a picture of perfect happiness with their deft palm movements and happy faces. Their playful actions give the interior lounge an air of untamed appeal and transform it into a paradise for adventures and nibbling on aquatic foods. It's a delightful scene, with the playfulness of nature blending with the coziness of home, as the otters share the feast of shrimp. Keep an eye out for these cute animals as they transform a plain mat into a stage for their charming performance, transforming snack time into a joyful and fascinating aquatic experience. Mysterious ring cloud. A wonderful sight comes in the sky over Vietnam when a ring cloud with distinct black borderlines emerges. Picture a massive soft donut floating high above, formed of clouds. With black lines encircling it, the ring resembles a fluffy halo and exudes mystery. It's how nature creates a captivating image in the sky. People stare up at the celestial work of art, mesmerized and curious about its secrets. As a conversation point and a reminder of the enthralling surprises that the sky, in all its glory, might reveal, the ring cloud becomes a Skinwalker.
Oh my god, hello!
Hold up, you won't believe this. There's a video floating around where a girl catches a Skinwalker on camera. Yeah, the spooky stuff. This creature is just standing there right in front of the camera, giving off major creepy vibes. Most folks would be running for the hills, but not this girl. She's laughing. Can you imagine? Instead of freaking out, she's all brave, cracking up while filming the Skinwalker like it's a comedy show. I don't know about you, but if I stumbled upon a creature straight out of scary stories, I'd probably be the one sprinting away. Props to this fearless girl though. She's turning a potentially nightmare-inducing moment into a comedy special. It's like, hey Skinwalker, you might be spooky, but you're not getting under my skin. Who knew encountering mythical creatures could be so entertaining?
Oh my god, hello!
Ethereal Enigma unveiled. In the hidden depths of an obscure covered area, the camera unveiled a perplexing spectacle, an apparition taking the form of ethereal white hair. The footage documented a riddle that resisted comprehension, challenging the boundaries of conventional understanding. The air-like entity, draped in an otherworldly hue, stirred an unsettling atmosphere within the sheltered expanse, creating an uncanny dance of light and shadow. Viewers found themselves thrust into a realm of ambiguity as the camera exposed the spectral essence of this enigmatic manifestation. The white air, shapeless and mysterious, lingered in the air, leaving an enduring imprint on those who witnessed the inexplicable display. The recording, immersed in an eerie luminescence, fueled speculation about the creature's origin, fostering a collective mixture of fascination and trepidation. The once unnoticed air became a canvas for the unknown, kindling a haunted curiosity that reverberated through the veiled recesses. A compelling reminder of the enigmatic forces that occasionally defy our understanding of the natural world. Stick insect. Alright, check this out. There's this trail camera video of a stick insect in Australia, and it's doing something bizarre. This little bugger is straight up hitting itself. I know, right? Creepy vibes all the way. So you've got this seemingly innocent stick insect, but it's acting like it's having a one-insect mosh pit. It keeps smacking itself, and I'm sitting here like, dude, what's going on in your tiny bug brain? Watching it is like witnessing the insect version of a weird self-defense mechanism. It looks uncomfortable, almost like it's got an itch it just can't scratch properly. Imagine seeing that in person, a stick insect having a showdown with itself. I can't help but feel a bit weirded out. Stick insects are supposed to blend in and be chill, not engage in some insect self-slapstick. Nature's throwing us curveballs, and this stick insect is definitely playing an odd game. Creepy, uncomfortable, and just plain weird. That's the bug life down under, I guess. Exploring the scary creature. In a spooky video, a brave guy goes into a dark forest at night with his flashlight, making things creepy enough. He's careful as he walks through tall trees, and you can feel something weird in the air. The only light is from his flashlight, showing twisted branches and involved plants that make strange shadows. All of a sudden, things get really scary. The guy feels like something is hiding behind the trees. His flashlight shows a spooky creature with glowing eyes in the dark. His heart beats fast as he tries to understand what he's seeing. The creature stays hidden, showing up for just a little bit, making things even scarier. The guy, now both curious and scared, keeps going deeper into the forest. The weird feeling and the spooky creature make it a super scary experience, keeping people at the edge of their seats. The video really feels like a spooky adventure, showing things in the dark forest that we cannot explain. Creepy creature. Alright, check this out. There's this crazy video of some spooky creature with tons of legs, just casually strolling down a busy road in the middle of traffic chaos. Imagine a regular day, cars honking, everyone doing their thing, and then bam! This weird, creepy critter appears, making its way through the vehicles like it's on a casual walk. People in their cars are losing their minds, probably thinking they've landed in a sci-fi movie or something. I mean, who wouldn't freak out when faced with a creature straight out of your nightmares in the middle of rush hour? The footage captures this surreal moment, and you can practically feel the tension through the screen. The creature doesn't care about the hustle and bustle. It's just doing its own thing, strutting its many legs like it owns the road. You can almost hear the nervous laughter and exclamations from the folks witnessing this bizarre scene. It's like a real-life thriller unfolding in the midst of everyday life. Just another day on the road, but with a spine-chilling twist. Ghostly appearance. Hold up, gotta spill the beans on this spooky scene. Picture a pitch-black forest in the dead of night, right? So this camera's doing its thing, and bam! It captures a ghostly figure lurking in the darkness. Like, total chills, man. This ghostly vibe decides to kick it up a notch and starts booking it towards this poor guy. I can almost feel the run for your life vibes through the screen. It's like a horror movie unfolding right there in the woods. Imagine the guy probably regretting every life choice as this ghostly thing is closing in on him. The forest must be all creepy, with weird noises and shadows making everything more intense. Bet you can hear the guy's heart pounding on the video. It's that classic spooky moment, dark forest, ghost on the run, and you're left wondering if the guy managed to outrun the ghostly sprinter. Talk about a wild midnight surprise, huh? The Ghost Child. Wild escape. A visitor's peaceful day took an exciting turn when he got into a sprint with a black bear, creating a tense atmosphere throughout the forest. Fearful screams broke out from bystanders who were witnessing the unexpected pursuit, and panic erupted. Driven by incredulity or shock, the bear chased after the escaping guest, producing an intense show. The audience members' cries of fear grew louder as the situation became more urgent. The tourist turned into the forest into an adrenaline-filled arena by scudding through the natural maze to outrun the bear that was chasing him. This was a wild encounter, a heart-stopping reminder of the unpredictable dance between people and wildlife, where the pulse-pounding drama of a black bear blurred the boundaries between fascination and fear. Lemurs on Earth. Imagine stumbling upon a trail camera video that unveils the mysterious world of lemurs. These critters, often labeled the most dangerous animals on Earth, break the mold of ordinary walkers. They're jumpers. Picture it. These leaping lemurs navigating their way through the wild with an almost surreal flair. Now the spooky part. Those big, dark eyes. Legend has it that just one intense stare from these creatures is enough to send shivers down your spine. It's like they've got this natural talent for scaring humans with nothing more than a glance. Imagine walking through the jungle and suddenly you lock eyes with a lemur giving you the heebie-jeebies. Chilling, right? But here's the twist. These supposedly fearsome lemurs are more than just spooky glares. They've got a heartwarming side too. Some lemurs play taxi, carrying their pals on their backs like it's a normal day in Lemurland. So next time you think dangerous lemur, remember the jumping, the stare, and the adorable piggyback rides that make these creatures a captivating blend of creepy and cute. Nature's full of surprises. Adorable bear. Okay, you gotta hear about this heart-melting scene caught on camera. So, picture a snowy wonderland, and in the middle of it, there's this adorable bear and a human buddy just having the time of their lives. The bear's all chill, lying under the guy like they're sharing the comfiest couch ever. And get this, the man's not just standing around, he's playing with the bear like they're both kids in a snow playground. It's seriously the cutest thing to witness, like an epic friendship unfolding right there in the snow. Their bond is pure joy, making you want to join in on the fun. The bear's probably thinking, this human is my best buddy. And the guy's like, I've got the coolest bear friend ever. You can't help but smile watching them goofing around together. It's like a real-life teddy bear picnic, but with snow and genuine friendship vibes. If there's a happiness meter, this video would break it. It's that heartwarming. Just a bear and a human proving that friendship knows no bounds, especially when there's snow and playtime involved. Bear attacking moose. So there's this video where a family becomes moose heroes. A moose is in trouble, facing off with a bear. Brave family steps in, saves the day, and decides, hey moose, you're with us now. They bring the moose home, but there's a hitch. It's not munching on anything. Kind of missing its mom, you know?
We need to get over to a street.
Fast forward a bit, and here's the heartwarming twist. The family is like, we got this. They shower the moose with love, become its adopted moose parents, and guess what? The moose starts chowing down. It's like a tale of friendship overcoming tough times. Imagine the scene. Moose and family sharing a bond that's stronger than bear scares. The moose goes from missing its mom to chomping happily, thanks to its awesome new human pals. It's a feel-good story where a wild buddy finds a second chance at home sweet home. Scary unseen forces. In a quiet room, a little camera hid in the corner, watching kids play. The nightlight made soft dark as the kids laughed and had fun. While the camera recorded their play, something strange happened. A cool breath went through the room, making the curtains move in a weird way. The feeling in the air changed, and it became a bit mysterious. All of a sudden, one child, not knowing about anything strange, stopped laughing. The warm room felt still and strange. The other child kept playing, not noticing anything different. The camera caught the scared look in the frozen child's eyes, like something invisible was scaring them. The room, usually lit softly, became like a stage for a weird passing. Toys were on the floor, not touched by the little hands that were playing just moments ago. A quiet fear filled the air as the camera kept recording the strange event. Weird whispers echoed in the room, making anyone watching feel a bit scared. In an instant, everything went back to normal. The kids started playing again like nothing happened. The room went back to being quiet, with the nightlight making everything feel safe. The video, mixing innocence and something not normal, made people wonder about things we cannot see. The room where kids usually had fun became a bit spooky for a moment, leaving a strong memory caught by the secret camera. An old haunted bridge. The camera zooms in on the old ground. It looks really old, with the sun setting behind it and making long dark on the worn-out wood. You can hear the creaky sounds of the wooden boards as the camera shows the spooky feeling around the ground. The person talking in the video takes a step at a time, not sure what is coming next.
Gave you that feeling about, boy, this is sure a spooky place.
The metal rails on the ground are really rusty, like they have stories to tell. The camera moves to show the river underneath, and it's so quiet, like it's hiding secrets. The wind makes weird sounds through the hole in the bridge, and it gives you a creepy feeling. The camera shows the paint on the bridge is peeling off, and there are signs that are really old. Broken chains hang down, making it feel like no one's been there for a long time. The person talking mentions seeing some lights now and then, but it might just be dark or something mysterious. The video talks about stories people tell about the bridge being haunted and strange things happening. Some people say they heard ghosts talking or saw faint figures in the dim light. The person speaking gets quiet, like they're in a scary story too. The camera looks at all the small details of the bridge, showing how it's been standing for a really long time. But as the video goes on, it feels even scarier. The person talking asks you to think about all the stories the bridge might know, suggesting there might be ghosts around. Spooky ghost captured on security cam. On a spooky night, a camera near a parked car caught something really strange. In the dark, misty shapes appeared and turned into a ghost. It was see-through and glowed in a weird way, floating over the quiet parking area. The ghostly thing reached out towards the car, like it was pulled by something you cannot see. The air felt strange, making the place feel creepy. It was like the ghost was stuck between our world and another. The camera quietly recorded everything, showing the ghost moving around. The glittering shadows and the ghost shape made the normal parking lot feel spooky. The air got heavy, and it felt like there was a mystery in the air. As time passed on the recording, the mysterious ghost kept doing its strange things. Watching the video made people wonder about what is real and what is not, about what we can see and what we can't. On that quiet night, the ghost image stayed in the air, making the ordinary place seem a bit magical and strange. Strange creature. Hold on to your hats, because there's this camera recording a downright spine-chilling video in a dark, mysterious jungle. Enter this weird creature. It's just lurking in the shadow, standing tall and staring right into the camera lens. Picture this face, covered in hair, giving off major creepy vibes. But here's the kicker. Its mouth is like something out of a horror flick, seriously scary stuff. It's this unexpected encounter in the heart of the jungle, and the video freezes this eerie moment where you can practically feel the hair on your neck stand up. The creature's gaze is like it's piercing through the darkness, making you wonder what in the wild world is going on. It's a hair-raising scene, a real-life encounter with the unknown that leaves you with that spine-tingling feeling. Nature sure knows how to throw us some seriously creepy surprises in the jungle after dark. A Bigfoot. A trail camera was doing its thing, innocently recording the woods, when bam, it spots something seriously creepy. As the camera zooms in, guess what shows up? Only the legendary Bigfoot, clear as day. I saw the footage, and let me tell you, it's like every spooky campfire tale coming to life. There's this massive, hairy creature just doing its Bigfoot thing in the woods. It's both thrilling and spine-chilling to see the real deal caught on camera. I mean, who would have thought, right? Bigfoot making a star appearance in a trail camera video, it's like finding a needle in a paranormal haystack, and they actually got it on tape. Gives you the shivers just thinking about it. If you're into the whole mysterious cryptid scene, this video is a game changer. Seeing Bigfoot in action, or at least on tape, is the stuff of legend. It's like the forest held on to its secret for ages, and now, thanks to a trail camera, we've got a front row seat to the real-life Bigfoot show. Crazy, right? Dogman's mysterious hunting enigma. On a dark street, a video showed a weird creature that made people feel uneasy. It looked like a mix of a dog and something mysterious, moving quietly as if searching for something. The video caught its strange moves, like a spooky dance that fascinated those watching. The creature made strange sounds like whispers from another world, a language no one could understand. Every step it took seemed careful, like a secret performance in the shadows. It quickly moved between trees, giving a creepy feeling that it was following someone in the night. Its reason was a puzzle, making it hard for people to understand. The air felt strange, like something not normal was happening. People in the area were confused, wondering what this strange creature wanted. People felt a mix of fear, interest, and wonder when they saw the strange video. It was like meeting something from another world, leaving a strong memory of the unknown. The mystery continued, the video a reminder of how little we know about the strange things in our world. In the darkness of the night, the shape of the creature stayed in people's minds, a hidden part of the mysteries that fill our world.
What is that? Over there.
Mysterious Dogman. In a dark forest at night, a secret video revealed a strange mystery that made people feel scared. There was a black dog-like creature hiding in the bushes, and it had a weird, powerful way of staying hidden. This creature, like a scary ghost of the wild, stayed hidden in the shadows, moving quietly in the bushes. The dog creature, barely lit up by the camera, had a strange feeling about it that touched the deep fears inside people. Moving quietly in the thick plants, the creature's eyes sparkled strangely, leaving a strong memory in the viewer's mind. Where did the strange creature come from? Was it some magical guardian of the night, or just something people imagined? The mystery stayed like a fog, making things uncertain for anyone watching. The video showing this weird moment was proof that strange things hide in the dark, calling on those brave enough to explore the unknown. Haunted house. Okay, listen to this. There's a camera chilling inside a house, right? It catches this spooky video of the kid, a baby, and their mom. All seems normal until the chair pulls a "I can move on my own" stunt. Cue the shivers. But wait, there's more. The scene flips and the mom's shirt gets tangled up by some unseen force. Imagine living in a house where chairs decide to dance and your clothes have a mind of their own. Creepy, right? Now, what's in the house? They're scared out of their wits, like, did we accidentally move onto a haunted mansion? The silver lining, it's all on camera, so you've got this mix of terror and relief. Terror because, well, moving chairs and ghostly shirt grabbers. Relief because at least they've got proof for anyone who might doubt their ghost stories. It's like a real-life horror show, but the bonus is they've got evidence to back up the spookiness. Imagine sitting on your couch, minding your own business, and suddenly your chair's doing the cha-cha. That's the kind of stuff nightmares are made of, right? Mysterious Jaguar river hunt. In the daytime, by a river near a thick forest, something strange happened. There was a video that showed a jaguar, a sleek and deadly animal, moving quietly towards the river. It seemed like the jaguar was getting ready to hunt. The video captured the jaguar moving silently in the water, and suddenly it caught a caiman. The caiman, a creature in the water, wasn't expecting this attack. The jaguar's strong grip made sure of that. It was a mysterious and surprising scene in nature. Picture this: the sunlight making patterns on the ground, and the river keeping its secrets while the forest stood mysterious. The jaguar, like a ghost, silently approached the river. The video showed all this, like a glimpse into a secret world. Then the jaguar went into the water, hiding its plan. The jungle seemed to be holding its breath, as if nature was keeping this secret show just for itself. The Jaguar, with incredible skill, caught a caiman off guard. The caiman couldn't escape, and quickly it became a part of the Jaguar's mysterious act of hunting. After it was done, the Jaguar disappeared into the greenery. The video only showed a piece of the many untold stories in the heart of the wilderness, stories that make nature's tales so fascinating. Brazilian jungle dinosaur mystery. In a big forest in Brazil, a strange video came out showing something huge and mysterious. It looked like a giant creature walking on two legs, kind of like the old dinosaurs we read about. The video was a bit blurry, making it hard to understand what exactly it was. As the video played, the forest sounded spooky with each step of the creature. It had a familiar shape, but we couldn't be sure if it was a dinosaur, a really old animal, or something totally different living deep in the Amazon. People started talking about extinct animals and old stories from the forest, like the place held secrets nobody knew. Sometimes sunlight peeked through the trees, showing bits of the creature, maybe scales and a weird look. Some experts argued about it, some didn't believe, and others were really curious. The idea that a dinosaur, something we thought disappeared forever, might still be around got everyone's imagination going. But just as fast as the video came out, the forest kept its secrets. The mystery stayed like mist hanging in the air, and nobody could solve it. The unknown feeling stayed strong, hidden in the deep Brazilian woods, where what's real and what's a story mixed together in the dark. Mysterious object. In the dark sky at night, something mysterious happened. There was a video showing a strange light ball above the city. It was so bright and magical, making everyone in the city amazed. The light ball seemed to be floating in the air, like it was not from our world. It came down slowly and carefully until it landed on the top of a special building, a holy place that touched the sky. The roof of this building suddenly glowed with the light, turning it into a stage for something extraordinary. What came next was really hard to understand. The ball of light, now like a messenger from a hidden world, shot up into the sky incredibly fast. It moved so quickly that it left a strong memory in the minds of the people who saw it. This strange event left everyone with lots of questions. What kind of power was inside that light ball? Was it a messenger from space, bringing a message we couldn't understand? People in the city talked quietly about what they thought had happened, creating a mysterious feeling. The special building, usually quiet, now saw something beyond our normal world. Mysterious scary rake. In a calm, peaceful timber, a man carefully set up his camera without knowing something spooky was about to happen. The retired camera recorded a really creepy moment, a scary video that kept people on the edge of their seats.
What was that?
While the camera was rolling, a mysterious figure came out of the dark, kind of like a nightmare. The creature moved slowly through the dark, and you could hear its creepy steps in the thick woods.
Oh, frick!
The crooked branches above made things even scarier, adding to the feeling of fear. The strange thing, wrapped in an uneasy vibe, slowly walked towards the man. The ancient trees around them seemed to close in, making the atmosphere even more threatening as the mystery figure got near. The secretly filmed video made people's hearts race, and the tension kept building. The only sounds you could hear were the man's nervous breaths, like a spooky air in the quiet forest.
Oh, frick!
Every breath made the creepy meeting scarier. It was like watching a suspenseful horror story happening among the old trees and hidden secrets of the woods, and it left a lasting impression on anyone brave enough to watch. Mysterious figure on the roof. Late at night, a man found something really strange on a house roof. There was a mysterious event happening, and it got even weirder when a shining eye looked right at him, making the dark night even scarier. The man, all puzzled and curious, grabbed his camera and recorded the crazy moment. The creature, with its glowing eyes staring at him, made the quiet night more mysterious. The video raises a bunch of questions for anyone watching. Is it some creature from a different world, a visitor from a place we do not know, or just some trick of the night? The suspense in the video shows how the man with his camera tries to figure out the mystery on the roof, making people interested and a bit scared. As you watch the recording, you can feel the man getting more and more confused and curious. The camera becomes a tool to find out what is going on, like he's trying to solve a mystery way up high. The dark night turns into a canvas of suspense, making you think about what might be hiding in the dark. It's like a nighttime adventure where the man is on a mission to uncover the unknown that is lurking in the darkness.
Oh, damn. Holy shit. Alright. Oh, bitch is one on the other side of the house.
Creepy Rake in the forest. On a dark, rainy night in a creepy forest, a man found something really strange and scary. With just a camera, he recorded a mysterious video that gave him the creeps. As the rain fell, the spooky feeling got stronger, and in the darkness, a weird creature showed up. Its eyes glowed in a spooky way like a rake. The man's camera caught the creepy moment, showing this unknown thing hiding in the dark. This weird experience left the man confused and spooked, making the forest even scarier. The video gives a peep into this odd and scary moment, making us wonder about the spooky things that might be out there in the night.
This is our home.
Mysterious screams. In the dark forest at night, something mysterious was happening. The camera's light showed glimpses of strange things among the trees. Shadows played tricks on our eyes, making the forest seem like a place where reality and imagination mixed together. We could hear weird sounds coming from the deep within the trees. These were not the usual forest sounds. They were spooky and made us feel like something unseen was around. Every rustle and movement felt like nature's secret dance, performed by creatures we couldn't see. The air was thick with a sense of anticipation, like the forest itself was keeping something hidden. As the strange sounds grew louder, they became a strange and unsettling mix, like a big mysterious creature might be making them. Whispers in the wind hinted at the legendary Bigfoot, a creature people talk about but don't always believe in. Was it orchestrating this mysterious nighttime show? Watching the footage left people amazed and confused. The forest with all its secrets stayed mysterious, and the strange events of that night remained a puzzle waiting to be solved. Creepy creature encounter. Hey, you will not believe what we saw in this crazy video. It's like something out of a movie. So there's this weird, nearly human-looking thing, right? It's on CCTV and it's jumping over this road barrier like it's no big deal. Seriously, it's like Spider-Man or something. People are losing their minds over it because this creature is doing these superhuman moves that do not make any sense. Now, in this new video that just came out, you can see it leaping from one side of the road to the other. It's like, whoa, is this for real? Everyone around is scratching their heads wondering what this thing is. People are even coming up with wild stories about its past, like it's some superhero in disguise. It's so crazy that the locals and folks on the internet are all buzzing about it. And get this, they are actually trying to figure out who or what this creature is. There is this investigation going on because everyone wants to know the truth. Experts are looking at the videos super carefully to understand how this critter can do these mind-blowing moves. It's like a real-life mystery movie. Strange cryptid creature. In this spooky video from a retired camera deep in the woods, something seriously creepy is going on. Imagine this. A weird creature, kind of like a person, but not quite right, is moving around on all fours. It's not your regular walk in the park. This thing is lurking and prowling in the shadows of the forest, giving everyone who sees it the heebie-jeebies. The creature in the footage is so strange that people are saying it's like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. You know, that creepy sneaky character who is over to no good. Well, this real-life forest critter seems to be doing something similar. It's like a scene out of a mystery movie. Watching the video, you cannot help but feel a shiver down your spine. It's like a spooky tale coming to life right there in the woods. This crazy being on all fours is enough to make anyone's imagination run wild, wondering what else might be lurking in the shadows of the great outdoors. Let's check out this clip caught on a home security camera outside a house. You can hear faint footsteps before a blurry figure appears and moves across the screen. Since the video quality is poor, it's hard to make out any details. Is it a prowler or could it be something paranormal? Upon closer inspection, the figure seems to briefly disappear when it reaches the center of the screen. This leaves us wondering if it's just a camera glitch or if there's something more sinister going on. These two men kept hearing strange voices from their backyard and eventually decided to go check. But what they did not know was that they were in for a surprise. A huge monster was seen running to hide from them, but that did not stop the friends there. They had to go check, and that is when we see the terrifying face. The video ends right there, so let's just hope both of them are okay. While a farmer was out with his goats and cows, he sensed that something was not okay. So he took his camera out and started checking the area. And what he found was this creepy black creature with big horns at the very edge of his property. Even though the creature did not look interested in coming near or harming the man, it was still good that he only recorded the thing and did not try to go near. In 2016, a strange video surfaced online showing a woman shopping at a mall. Suddenly, an item falls behind her, and she puts it back on the shelf. Then she starts acting weirdly, as if something is controlling her. She drops her shopping and writhes on the floor, screaming loudly. Her screams even push the onlookers away. As the man in black tries to hold her down, the woman calms down, but then lets out a final scream, which makes objects in the store move and the security camera flicker. This video was filmed by a guy from Mexico. Some people who have watched it are saying it's one of the most clear sightings of a UFO ever caught on camera. Against a totally dark sky, you can see a weird blue circle that looks like it's morphing into different shapes. Apparently, this man had this strange thing hovering over his house for about a half an hour before it vanished. What do you think it might be? In this video, Rick Dyer, a self-proclaimed Bigfoot tracker, claimed to have killed the elusive creature. The video shows a tense moment where the massive beast attacks the man holding the camera. Afterwards, Dyer provides a few pictures, claiming they're of the Bigfoot he killed. So do you think it was really a Bigfoot that he killed, or was he just lying straight away? This clip features an American tourist who got an unexpected guest on a safari in Tanzania. Well, Britton Hayes from Seattle got a special visitor in the form of a cheetah who jumped right into the back seat of his vehicle. And if that wasn't wild enough, another cheetah decided to join in on the fun. Poor Hayes was frozen with fear, praying he wouldn't become dinner for the big cats. A bizarre figure dressed in white was spotted standing directly under the window of a house where the mother and her baby had been only moments before. It appeared as though the figure knew where the family was located. The incident left the woman feeling shaken and terrified, with no logical explanation for what had just happened. Some say it was a witch, while others think it was something else. Still, it remains a mystery. Whether it was an extraterrestrial being or simply an optical illusion, this video is fascinating to watch. A large group of individuals gathered to witness this bizarre creature, which appeared to be levitating in midair while wearing wings on its arms and feet. Although it resembled a mermaid or an alien, it actually looked more like a boy. However, the reality behind the levitation was not as mysterious as it seemed. In fact, it was just a simple trick involving thin strings that helped the individual hover in the air. A pilot was on his usual routine, flying a plane from one city to another. But what he did not know was that he was about to come across a sight he had ever imagined, a UFO. Now, for those of you thinking it was just a balloon, those don't fly forwards, they go upwards. And also, balloons do not have this kind of speed. So, nope, that wasn't a balloon. To me, it totally looks like a UFO. While paying a visit to his loved ones in the cemetery, a guy stumbled upon something peculiar. He noticed a grave that was partially open and seemed like it was being destroyed. As he went closer, he was taken aback to see the remains of a body buried there, including a tall skeleton that was around 1.8 meters tall. But that wasn't all. There were other skulls and bones inside the grave, which hinted at some sort of witchcraft. However, nothing was ever really explained or cleared up. This video features a man named Hassan, who is an explorer of witches. He voluntarily searches for witches, and in this particular video, he visits a witch mountain to find one. To his surprise, he actually spots a witch dressed in black clothes and holding a stick, which seems to be made from an animal skull. Initially, she was sitting at the cave entrance, but when she saw the YouTuber, she went inside and started mumbling some spells. Suddenly, a stone hit Hassan's face, which was a signal for him to back off as the witch didn't want to be disturbed. As the driver was cruising down the Queensland Highway, little did he know that he was in for a surprise. As he continued driving, he spotted something unusual on the side of the road. To his shock, he and other onlookers saw a ghostly figure standing in the middle of the road. The ghost, which appeared to be a pure white child, was just a few inches above the ground. The eerie sighting quickly gained fame and was dubbed the Ghost Child by many. However, some skeptics argued that it might have been just a human baby who happened to wander in the middle of the road. Even though the video is made by an amateur and we don't know who made it, it's perfect for our list. Can you imagine that there's a pterosaur flying in the sky? We know about pterosaurs because of fossils in movies, but we can't see them anymore. But some lucky people saw one and filmed it. I'm happy we have the video. Do you think it's real or just for attention? Most folks would bolt to the side of an alligator, but not these guys. This couple not only keeps one as a pet, but also knows how to make it blush. When the gator struggled to chomp down some grub, it got bashful and decided to give up and take a dip in the water instead. Aw, poor fella. A group of folks caught some ducks being super chill. Even when the water dragged them toward the brink, they were like, nah, whatever. Everyone was freaked out, but little did they know that these feathered friends were just messing around. As soon as they got close to the edge, they flapped their wings and flew to safety. Sneaky ducks. A few years ago, there was a video that became really popular online. It showed a strange sea creature that some people had caught and filmed. A lot of folks believe it's the real deal and pretty creepy too. The creature looks a bit like a sea hare, but with some serious sharp teeth inside its mouth. Honestly, I don't know what it was up to, but it definitely gave me the heebie-jeebies. The folks who were used to discovering fishes on the shore were taken aback when they stumbled upon a strange human-like creature that had washed upon the beach. It appeared to be a miniature version of a human, with a slimy coating all over its body and small limbs. The more they examined it, the more it mystified them, especially when they observed it breathing and slightly shifting its eerie body. What do you think it was? This incredible video was taken in Jakarta, Indonesia on September 11, 2011. You can see a radiant winged being that looks like an angel descending from the sky and touching down on the ground before taking off again. When people saw this video, they started calling the figure the Angel of Jakarta. Some people even thought it might be a guardian angel sent down. However, there's always a chance that this might be fake. Have you seen this video that's been going viral lately? It's really interesting. Nobody knows where it's from, but it seems to have been filmed in Africa. In the video, a group of people are gathered around a woman standing in the water, and it looks like some sort of ritual is taking place. But then something crazy happens. All of a sudden, the water recedes super fast, and the bay is completely dry where others are standing. People freaked out and said that the shaman caused the water to shift using some kind of divine power. But nothing was ever explained by anyone. Have you ever seen a super buff goat? If you haven't, we're about to show you something awesome. So this guy was out hiking in the mountains, just enjoying nature and all that. And guess what he stumbled upon? This seriously ripped goat. He knew he had to capture it on his phone and share it with everyone. And guess what? The video went crazy viral on Twitter, racking up a whopping 4 million views. People couldn't help but be amazed by the goat's incredible physique. This guy was out in the wilderness filming a video, just minding his own business, when all of a sudden, he sees something bolting towards him like a bat out of hell. And guess what? It's a freaking mountain lion! Yeah, you heard me right. This guy is staring down a big, wild apex predator. But you know what's even crazier? He manages to narrowly escape like a boss. This dude had a seriously close call.
No, you taste, dude.
But he lives to tell the tale, and we're all glad he made it out in one piece. Well, on their routine bike ride along steep tracks, a group of bikers encountered a terrifying experience that would haunt them forever. As they ventured deeper into the forest, a strange humanoid creature suddenly emerged from the side of the track and quickly started running away. The sight of the creature caused one of the bikers to lose control and fall off his bike. Shocked, the biker with the camera attempted to chase after the creature, but to his surprise, it vanished into thin air, leaving him bewildered. An incredible video aired on an Indian news channel featuring the most mind-blowing thing ever. A leopard visited a cow every night, and they had their own secret friendship going on while the human snoozed. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the cow had taken care of the leopard when it was a baby, and now the leopard was not ready to let go of its caregiver. How sweet is that? Even though the video is made by an amateur and we don't know who made it, it's perfect for our list. Can you imagine that there's a pterosaur flying in the sky? We know about pterosaurs because of fossils in movies, but we can't see them anymore. But some lucky people saw one and filmed it. I'm happy we have the video. Do you think it's real or just for attention? Most folks would bolt to the side of an alligator, but not these guys. This couple not only keeps one as a pet, but also knows how to make it blush. When the gator struggled to chomp down some grub, it got bashful and decided to give up and take a dip in the water instead. Aw, poor fella. This Ring camera recorded a man walking on the street at night, but just after a few seconds, he appeared to have vanished in thin air. It was in the middle of the camera's view, so we cannot say that he may have walked to the edge of the view. Now, how did this happen and who exactly was the man? This answer remained unknown as the woman whose camera recorded it said she had never seen him before. A year ago, people in Washington saw this weird phenomena happening. A number of fishes were seen crossing the road. Just like you and me, they were all so shocked to see how these salmon fishes were showing this unusual behavior. However, this scenario is the result of the river flooding. What you're seeing are salmon going from a field that they've been washed into, back across the road to get back into the river to continue their journey. This doesn't happen very often, but when it does, some salmon that get washed out do this to make it back. What you're seeing right here is a spider which is newly discovered. When the researchers saw it for the first time flip-flopping its way through the desert, they were astonished. At first, it was thought that something might have triggered such behavior. However, later it was observed that this was a new species, and this spider was unlike all the others, and it only does its cartwheeling when trying to get away from a predator. We don't know what this dog was thinking, but he sure did surprise all the humans with his supernatural ability to walk on the water. Every single person in the party was just left shaken. It almost seems like something out of the movie The Secret Life of Pets. Do you think it could be based on a true story? Ravens are incredible beings and are considered to be one of the smartest birds. But one quality of theirs makes them more special than anyone else, and that is the way they can imitate human voices.
Hi.
Hi.
Good bird.
For instance, this clip shows a couple recording a raven perched on a stone, then try to make the bird imitate them, but at first, it doesn't seem to care. But then, all of a sudden, the raven starts repeating what they say.
You alright, man? You alright? You alright?
It even says, "I'm alright."
You alright? You alright? You alright? I'm alright.
If you think penguins are just fluffy birds just walking here and there in the coldest regions on the Earth, well, you're wrong, because these penguins are actually having way more fun than any of us. Just that their style of having fun is a little unusual, because what they do love is to poop over one another. Now, I know, it might sound gross and you might go all ew hearing this, but they enjoy it a lot. And who are we to judge, right? Humans and animals have been living together for decades, and this year-long relation has led to us understanding each other pretty much. For instance, take the elephant as an example. Years and years after passing the same road, he has come to know that a truck passes the same road every day with lots of sugarcane. So, what did the elephant decide to do? He decided to take a shortcut to get food and steal from the truck whenever he gets the chance to. These tourists were out looking and admiring the natural beauty when one of them discovered this strange thing happening. He found a waterfall where the water was turning into perfectly round ice balls.
Ice balls.
Don't they just look perfect? And if you're thinking of hitting a friend with it, don't play with them or use them as weapons, because they'll hurt. Bugs are often thought of as tiny creatures that anyone can easily squash, aren't they? However, this particular bug defies that stereotype and proves that size doesn't always equate to weakness. Its grip was one of the most powerful I have ever seen, clinging to the machine with an unyielding force that seemed to say, "Go ahead and try to break free." Isn't that truly remarkable? This kangaroo was stuck and had come to the conclusion that he cannot do anything about his situation and needs the help of humans. That is why he did not resist or punch the men who came to help him. Instead, after getting saved and safely on the land, he stood there, calmly waiting for the humans to shake his hand.
Oh, he's thanking ya.
Such bizarre creatures. Not especially friendly, but impossible not to love. So this photographer thought she'd get some cool shots of these seals up close by laying low on the ground. But one of the seals spotted her and decided to check out what's going on. Next thing you know, this huge baby elephant seal is flopping over to investigate. And before she knows it, she's getting squished. Apparently, the seal weighed over 100 kilograms. But the best part is, she and her husband couldn't stop laughing, even though she was flattened like a pancake. Have you seen this video where a photographer was trying to capture some pictures of meerkats in their natural habitat? Well, the meerkats were not too happy being ignored, and they decided to check out the photographer instead. They climbed up on his head, back, and even his camera. These moments were called magic moments by the BBC, and we totally get why. This video features a man showing off his cartwheeling skills in front of a dolphin enclosure. At first, one curious dolphin tried to imitate him, but gave up after one attempt. But then another dolphin arrived and was totally into it. She mimicked every single cartwheel the man did, as if she was trying to impress him. I mean, who knew? Maybe the dolphin did get a crush on the man, right?
This is so cool! This is... Oh my god.
Be it monkeys, chimps, or gorillas, they are all said to be the most intelligent animals on Earth. And they imitate humans almost perfectly. For instance, see this one chimp who was recorded by a camera washing a cloth. Then it cleaned its hands and face with it. The caretakers had no idea where the animal had picked up this habit. According to them, no one ever did anything like that in front of the chimp. But then, where did he learn that? Take a look at this unlikely pair taking a leisurely walk through the woods. It's a lion and a deer. Can you imagine? This trail cam clip is truly special, considering lions are notorious predators and rulers of the jungle. Yet here we witness a deer fearlessly following a lion, as if they're old chums or something. Who knows what really happens in the animal world? But one thing is certain, this video is guaranteed to brighten your day and put a smile on your face. What you're seeing right here might look like a worm to you, but just look at its fang-type teeth and the whole head. This is not a worm, folks. It is called a caecilian, and these are amphibians. Yup, just like frogs. They just lack arms and legs. But as they lack, their nature made them the only amphibians to have fangs. Have you ever heard of a fishing cat? No, it's not a cat that likes to go fishing with a rod and reel. These adorable felines are the only ones in the world that specialize in catching fish. While other cats may nibble on a fish occasionally, these guys are pros at it. Found in South Asia, fishing cats are known for their unique hunting style. They dive face first into the water to ambush their prey. This video shows two turtles hanging out together, when suddenly one of them flips over and can't get back on its feet. But what happens next is truly heartwarming. The other turtle comes to the rescue and uses its head to push and help the struggling one roll back over. This behavior has been seen among turtles a lot of times. When one rolls over the other, one comes running to help. This amazing chimp was seen sweeping the floor in his cage with a broom. It's incredible, right? According to his caretaker, the chimp learned this behavior by simply watching them sweep the floor. Apparently, she's usually the one cleaning up the enclosure, but this clever chimp decided to lend a hand. This man was sitting in the woods minding his own business when this little guy decided to come up to him and give some company. What did he want in return? Just some scratches under his neck. That is all the payment needed for such nice company. And look at that cute face. Every time I hear about catfish, they're always doing something wild. Now in India, these slippery swimmers are taking to land and learning how to walk. Don't they have enough space in the vast ocean? Apparently not, as they venture onto land in search of grub. I don't know about you, but to me it's kind of freaky to see so many of them scurrying about. What a strange sight. If you thought sloths were nothing but lazy critters, prepare to have your mind blown. Because it turns out they can move pretty darn fast when they want to. I mean, check out the footage of those little guys attacking those humans with lightning speed. Honestly, it's probably best to give them their space and let them do their sloth thing without disturbing them. Who knew these seemingly laid-back animals had such a surprising burst of energy in them? Well, on their routine bike ride along steep tracks, a group of bikers encountered a terrifying experience that would haunt them forever. As they ventured deeper into the forest, a strange humanoid creature suddenly emerged from the side of the track and quickly started running away. The sight of the creature caused one of the bikers to lose control and fall off his bike. Shocked, the biker with the camera attempted to chase after the creature, but to his surprise, it vanished into thin air, leaving him bewildered. As Vincent Vajera was enjoying a leisurely fishing trip off the coast of California, he got an unexpected visitor. A friendly seal who decided to hop aboard his kayak. Initially, Vincent was a bit startled, but he quickly realized that the seal just wanted a hug. The adorable creature snuggled up to Vincent and refused to leave, creating a heartwarming moment that was caught on camera.
Here's my new friend. He jumped aboard out at the bridge.
Despite several attempts to coax the seal back into the water, the little guy just wanted to stay and hang out with his new friends. Check out this crazy footage captured by some guys in Israel. They managed to catch what looks like a real-life mermaid on camera. The quality isn't great, but you can totally see the creature chilling on a rock before diving back into the water when it notices the guys creeping up.
What is that? Oh my god! What is that?
Do you think this thing was the real deal or just some kind of hoax? We want to hear your thoughts. When a wildlife channel placed cameras in the jungle, their goal was to capture footage of animals being themselves. What they didn't expect was to witness bears shaking their behinds and moving like Shakira in the woods. Just like us humans, bears get itchy sometimes. But unlike us, they scratch their backs on trees, and they absolutely love doing it. I mean, look at them. You won't believe what I just saw in this video. So it was late at night, and this guy was driving his usual route when he came across something super creepy. He was like, nope, I'm turning back and getting out of here. There was this ghostly woman in the middle of the road, holding a knife, and she was actually stabbing herself. Can you imagine? What would you do if you witnessed that? There was a French photographer who decided to set up a camera and a big mirror in the middle of the jungle. He wanted to see how the animals would react to their own reflections. And guess what? It turned out way crazier than he expected. The leopard couldn't get enough of itself. The gorilla saw it as a chance to have a fight with its own reflection. And the elephant didn't really care much. But the chimpanzees, oh boy, they had a blast checking themselves out while scratching. Imagine there's a dock and out of nowhere a mermaid shows up. She looks all confused, swimming back and forth like she's trying to find her way to the water. But here's the strange part. There were people around, and they didn't do anything. I mean, come on, if I saw a mermaid, I'd be freaking out. You'd think someone would have called the authorities or something. Now, there's a big debate about whether this video is real or edited. Nobody really knows for sure. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Imagine if the magical world from the books and movies were actually real. Well, after watching this video of a creature that looks just like Dobby, I can't help but wonder if there's a hidden realm of magic out there that we humans don't know about. This creature was doing some kind of funky dance with its thin legs, and trust me, it definitely wasn't a human or some kid doing a chicken dance. Have you seen this bizarre video that's been going around? It's super short, but it shows this seriously weird creature on a random trail in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to make out what it is, but it kind of resembles a woman with a really strange posture. The thing is all muddy or dark brown and crawling around, scratching the ground with its long, skinny fingers. It also has something pointy sticking out of its head and seems to be crying. You know those pesky raccoons in North America that are always causing trouble for humans? Well, turns out they can annoy bucks too. In this video, these little thieves were initially tolerated as they stole food from the fields. But after a while, the buck's patience reached its limit. The food was running out, but the raccoons just kept showing up. There were so many raccoons, and they were so stubborn that the deer felt overwhelmed and decided to take matters into its own hooves. Apparently, a baby dinosaur or something that looks like it was spotted running around the city on CCTV footage. It's got us all wondering, could it be possible that dinosaurs still exist? I mean, how crazy would that be? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think it's legit or just a prank? Whether it's alligators or crocodiles, we've always seen them as fierce predators. But have you ever wondered what these reptiles do when they think no one's watching? Well, picture this. A gator lazily floating around in a pool, seemingly enjoying the refreshing water. It's almost like they're having a chill moment, just vibing with themselves. Seeing them like this, it's hard not to find them kinda cute, right? On Christmas Island in the Indian Ocean, a spectacular natural phenomenon takes place every year. Millions of red crabs embark on an epic journey from the forest to the coast to mate. This journey begins during the rainy season and is protected by park rangers who block off roads and construct temporary fences along the migration path. As the crabs reach the coast, they engage in a frenzied mating ritual before the females lay up to 10,000 eggs each. The island becomes a sea of red as the crabs cover the landscape, creating a breathtaking and unforgettable sight. This spooky video was recorded in Mexico in 2006. You can see a mysterious figure flying through the sky on a broomstick. Some people think it's a witch. The locals had been talking about these witches for ages, but nobody had any proof until this footage was taken. The witch's flight looks a bit shaky, so maybe she's a new witch still practicing her flying skills. In a terrifying encounter in Alberta, Canada, a man captured a video that appears to unveil an enormous creature, potentially belonging to a tribe of colossal beings native to the region, leisurely walking atop of a mountain without any visible means of support. The shadowy figure is of such immense size that it was noticed by two individuals during their usual commute. A multitude of individuals are now filled with curiosity, questioning the validity of the legends surrounding giants in this area. Could it be that there's something far more sinister lurking within the mysterious Alberta mountains? The Rake is a popular creepy urban legend, similar to Slender Man, about a humanoid creature that attacks people. In a video posted by a man on July 25, 2011, filmed near the Hudson Bridge, he heard strange noises on his roof and decided to go check out what was happening while recording it all. While exploring, he unexpectedly falls off the roof, even though he was not injured or anything. The footage revealed a terrifying creature staring back at him later, leaving us all to imagine, was that really a Rake?
Hello? Oh my god.
Let's check out this clip captured on a home security camera outside a house. You can hear faint footsteps before a blurry figure appears and moves across the screen. Since the video quality is poor, it's hard to make out any details. Is it a prowler, or could it be something paranormal? Upon closer inspection, the figure seems to briefly disappear when it reaches the center of the screen. This leaves us wondering if it's just a camera glitch, or if there's something more sinister going on. This video was recorded by a group of friends who were looking for ghosts and other unusual beings, they thought that would be present there. And that's exactly what they happened to come across. They were hearing strange noises, and when they went deeper into the forest to investigate, they saw a weird creature staring at them from behind the tree. As soon as they spotted it, it disappeared.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
A weird black smoke-like being is what appears in this video, and this happened when an arrest was going on in Florida. Neither the police officers nor the other man had any idea about it. They remained oblivious to the thing, but the guy recording it was surely freaked out. Riding through the peaceful forest, a lone biker suddenly comes across a strange and mysterious creature. As a cyclist gets closer to a narrow trail surrounded by tall walls, a weird and otherworldly being jumps down from the wall and almost crashes into the biker. Surprised, the cyclist stops to look for the creature, but it has disappeared without a trace. Because of its strange look and incredible speed, it's hard to figure out exactly what this creature could be. There was a French photographer who decided to set up a camera and a big mirror in the middle of the jungle. He wanted to see how the animals would react to their own reflections. And guess what? It turned out way crazier than he expected. The leopard couldn't get enough of itself. The gorilla saw it as a chance to have a fight with its own reflection. And the elephant didn't really care much. But the chimpanzees, oh boy, they had a blast checking themselves out while scratching. In this funny incident, a bear trespassed onto someone's property at night and tried to snack on some chickens. It attempted to break into the chicken coop, but got startled by a strange voice and decided to run away as fast as possible. Turns out, the owner, Haley, woke up in the middle of the night and shouted at the bear from a window to scare it off. Now let's talk about hellhounds. These supernatural dogs are supposed to guard the gates of hell. Ancient Greece had stories about them, including one about a three-headed dog named Cerberus. Legend has it that if you look into its eyes 3 times or more, you'll drop dead on the spot. In this video from the TV show Mountain Monsters, they claim to have captured a real-life hellhound. The host interviewed a guy who said he caught the elusive creature on tape. The footage shows a black 4-legged beast. People all over the world are going crazy over it, wondering if this video is legit or not. You know those mythical creatures called centaurs? They're like humans with a horse's body. Well, check out this newborn goat from Argentina. It has a face that looks human. When the folks in the town saw it, they thought something magical must have been involved in its birth. Some say it's just a weird birth defect, but most people are calling it a real-life centaur. We've seen some bizarre animal videos on the internet, but nothing quite like this goat with a human-like face. In July 2008 in New York, 2 friends were out to take a walk along the shore, not knowing what was about to come next. Lying a few feet away was a dead creature that no one had ever seen before. It was the size of a small dog, a beak like a chicken, and a tail again like a dog. It was hairless but had small patches of hair on it. They posted the picture they took later on the internet, and everyone was left shocked with not even a single person giving a logical explanation. Have you ever seen a super buff goat? If you haven't, we're about to show you something awesome. So this guy was out hiking in the mountains, just enjoying nature and all that. And guess what he stumbled upon? This seriously ripped goat. He knew he had to capture it on his phone and share it with everyone. And guess what? The video went crazy viral on Twitter, racking up a whopping 4 million views. People couldn't help but be amazed by the goat's incredible physique. It's small like a squirrel, but its face is more like a monkey, you know? A farmer caught it on camera while wandering around the woods, but we're clueless about what it actually is. If any of you have any bright ideas, let us in on the secret, okay? It's a bit fuzzy and low res, but what it captures is absolutely unbelievable. Picture this: a creature with a head shaped like a hammer suddenly pops up on a camper's roof, screams its lungs out, and then vanishes into thin air. Some folks thought it resembled a dog, while others said a monkey. But honestly, it didn't look like any of those critters to us. So what the heck was it? Nobody knows. Unlike most of the videos in today's list, this one was recorded in a home where 3 guys were talking while lightly playing with a ball. And that is when a short black witch-like thing appeared out of nowhere and went past them in a hurry, which scared the boys quite a lot. When it was uploaded on the internet, some said it was definitely a witch, while others couldn't help but think it was a fake video. And this one is a very short video, but creepy nonetheless. While the little kid enjoyed her swing, we see a tiny creature running from somewhere behind her. Was it a dwarf, or a ghost, or something more mischievous and scary? I guess we will never know. A man was out driving at night to get to his home, and while he was halfway through, he saw something quite creepy. A woman dressed in fancy clothing was walking on the road. Since she was too far, we can't clearly make out of her dressing, but that's what the man said. Even though he stood there for a few minutes, the woman did not come near. She just kept walking in that area. What if you were in a cemetery visiting a loved one and you encountered a weird man who disappeared behind a pole? Well, that's exactly what happened to this man, and he approached the spot to see where the man had gone, but no one was there. So he hurried back home with 1,000 questions swirling in his mind and a great deal of fear in his heart. In a terrifying encounter in Alberta, Canada, a man captured a video that appears to unveil an enormous creature, potentially belonging to a tribe of colossal beings native to the region, leisurely walking atop of a mountain without any visible means of support. The shadowy figure is of such immense size that it was noticed by 2 individuals during their usual commute. A multitude of individuals are now filled with curiosity, questioning the validity of the legends surrounding giants in this area. Could it be that there's something far more sinister lurking within the mysterious Alberta mountains? This video was recorded in China and has caused controversy since then. Some say that the mermaid in the video is real, and there have been numerous sightings of mermaids in the area, while others refuse to believe it, saying it is nothing but fake. There have been no comments by the authorities, so we can't be sure. But what if it is real? This scary video was recorded in the woods where a little ghost dressed as a human was seen hopping around. But wait until it turns towards the camera, and that's when you see that the little ghost is a dog dressed as a little girl and was just annoying some peaceful moments in the woods. This video was uploaded a few years back on YouTube and scared the whole world. It shows what appears to be 2 girls in skirts, one holding the other one and smashing her here and there while walking on a wall. For me, it is the most terrifying clip out there. The woman was enjoying her peaceful sleep in her room when she heard weird noises. As she woke up, she saw this weird as hell goat coming into her room. But things weren't very scary until the goat opened its mouth. If it were me, I wouldn't know what I would have done. Seriously. Are mermaids actually not real? Or are these scientists and experts hiding things from us? Because there's a hell of a lot of proof out there that shows they might be real. Just like this video where a dead mermaid is being filmed by a man. Maybe it isn't like what we all have imagined, but it is the closest anything could get to a definition of a mermaid. This clip was recorded in 2018 and was posted on the internet with a caption saying, "Ghost caught on camera." However, if you look closely, it only looks like a kid trying to sneak into a home. And then there's another kid sitting there. And not just that, we see a ghost walking on the roof too. So what do you guys think? Isn't that creepy? In July 2022, something strange happened in a hospital. While we see people waiting in the lobby, a surgeon appears, scared as hell, and runs away tripping here and there. The people there did not give it much importance until they see a wheelchair coming from the left, and then it turns towards them on its own. That's when they knew it wasn't something funny. It was a haunted hospital. While driving on the Queensland Highway, the driver had no idea something surprising was about to happen. As he kept driving, he noticed something strange on the side of the road. To his surprise, he and other people saw a ghostly figure standing right in the middle of the road. The ghost looked like a pure white child floating just a little bit above the ground. This spooky sighting became famous and many people started calling it the Ghost Child. However, some people who didn't believe in ghosts argued that it might not be real. Farmers in Puerto Rico were getting worried as their animals kept getting attacked by an unknown predator. Investigators tried to figure out what it was, but they couldn't find any clues. Initially, people thought it was a wolf, but the footprints didn't match. Some people claimed to have seen something like an ape and called it a chupacabra. It mostly targeted goats. The whole situation was scary and kept everyone on edge. And even though it happened a few years ago, the mystery remains unsolved. In South Africa, a strange creature has been spotted roaming around town. It looks like a mix of a man and a dog, and it lives and eats with other dogs. There are many rumors and fears surrounding it, but nobody has been able to get close and learn more. We only have blurry camera footage of it walking with its furry friends. The big question is whether it's just a man with mental issues or something more unusual. Let us know your thoughts. Imagine you're a farmer, excited to start your day and work in the field with your animals. But when you arrive, this is what you see. Not a pleasant sight, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to this farmer who encountered the world's largest bat in his field. It's so big that people refer to it as the flying fox. Now, let's watch this astonishing video from China where a fish was discovered that has a face resembling a human's. The video became extremely popular in November 2019, and people were completely startled. Some people believe it was a carp with a face that looked like a human's, but we can't be certain. Although the video is authentic, it's possible that the way the fish's scales appear on the camera's angle might have created that illusion. What do you think? We all adore dogs, right? But have you seen Stucky, the dog that got mummified? A farmer discovered this well-preserved dog while working in the forest and cutting down trees. Trapped inside a tree trunk, he was protected from predators, insects, and the weather. How did this occur, you may wonder? It's a mystery. Some theories propose that the dog might have become trapped and died while inside the oak tree. Whatever the reason, it's truly astonishing to witness how well nature can preserve things. Take a look at the picture of Stucky, and you'll understand why it's simultaneously eerie and magnificent. Get ready to be amazed by something incredible, straight from the farm. If you love horses and think they're the most gentle creatures, you might want to take a seat for this. In this video, we witness a horse doing something unexpected, devouring a family of chickens by eating one of the little chicks. The mother chicken tries her best to protect her offspring, but she's no match for the enormous horse. It's shocking to observe such behavior from a seemingly peaceful animal, but it serves as a reminder that animals can surprise us in various ways. Trail cameras mounted on trees recording animals is an old thing now. Spy cameras dressed and set as actual animals is the new thing now, and we see that in this video, which shows a spy gorilla camera in action. At first, the clan thought it to be weird and had to do a little inspection before they made the decision that the gorilla is no harm, so they'll let it stay. And that's when the camera recorded the beautiful moments of the gorilla family. Wolves are always considered to be the ferocious, the dangerous, the stay-away type animals. But these wolves, I don't want to stay away from them. Looking at the way they're all cuddling and kissing each other, don't they look like the most adorable beings right here? What do you guys think? The giant lizard that's basically a real-life dragon. These guys are massive. They're the largest living lizards in the world, and their venomous saliva is no joke. If they bite you, you could end up paralyzed or even dead. And let's not forget about those sharp claws and teeth. They're fierce predators that don't mess around. In fact, they've been known to attack and even kill humans who get too close. So if you ever find yourself in the presence of a Komodo dragon, just remember to keep your distance and give them the space they deserve. Otherwise, you might end up regretting it. If you ever find yourself face to face with a Nile crocodile in the wild, you better watch out. These big guys are not to be messed with. They are one of the largest crocodile species in the world and have a reputation for being quite aggressive. They've been known to attack humans and other animals without much warning. So it's best to keep your distance. Cone snail. This is a little guy that you might not expect to be dangerous. The cone snail. These colorful little snails might seem harmless, but don't let their size fool you. They pack a venomous punch that can cause paralysis and even death. I mean, talk about a small but mighty creature. So if you're ever strolling along the beach and come across a cone snail, be sure to admire it from a safe distance. After all, you never know what could be lurking beneath that pretty shell. These guys are some of the deadliest snakes on the planet, and they can grow up to a whopping 18 feet long. That's longer than most cars, people! And let's not forget about their venom. It's no joke. If they bite you, you could end up with respiratory failure and possibly even death. So if you ever come across a King Cobra in the wild, just remember to give them the space they deserve and admire them from a safe distance. After all, it's better to be alive and well than up close and personal with one of these deadly snakes. This little dude may be small, but trust me, it's a ninja in disguise. Its venom is like a 1-2 punch that can knock you out and even kill you in just a matter of minutes. Those blue rings on its body may look cool, but they're actually a warning sign that says back off. If you see one of these guys while you're out swimming or diving, keep your distance and give it some space. But let's be real here. As dangerous as they may be, blue-ringed octopuses are still pretty fascinating creatures. Just don't let their small size fool you. They pack a deadly punch. The cassowary is usually known for its striking appearance, with its bright blue head and neck and a large bony protrusion on its head called a casque. However, these birds are also incredibly dangerous, with sharp claws on their feet that can cause serious injury or even death. Cassowaries are also known to be territorial and can become aggressive if they feel threatened. And when they do, get ready to run as fast as you can and as long as you can, because they will follow you as long as they can. Get ready to meet the Usain Bolt of the snake world, the black mamba. This slithery speedster is the fastest snake in the world, and with a name like Mamba, you know it's not something to mess with. So if you ever find yourself face to face with a black mamba, just remember to give them their space and back away slowly. Trust me, you don't want to challenge this sprinting serpent to a race. You know those pesky bugs that buzz around your ear and leave you itching and scratching all over? Yeah, those are mosquitoes, and don't let their small size fool you. These little bloodsuckers are responsible for more human deaths than any other animal on the planet. How, you ask? By transmitting deadly diseases like malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus. Trust me, you don't want to mess with these tiny terrors. So next time you hear that high-pitched whine, grab the bug spray and protect yourself from the deadliest animal on Earth, the mosquito. If you thought getting a paper cut was painful, wait until you hear about the stonefish. This little fish may not look like much, but it packs a punch with its venomous spines that can cause excruciating pain, paralysis, and get this, the venom is so potent that victims have been known to beg for amputation just to stop the pain. So next time you're out snorkeling, be sure to watch where you step, or you might end up with a nasty surprise from the deadliest fish in the world, the stonefish. This 8-legged terror is a master of disguise, blending in with its surroundings and striking when you least expect it. Its venom is like a slow-acting time bomb, silently eating away at your flesh until it's too late to stop it. And don't be fooled by their size. These tiny terrors can bring down a full-grown adult with just one bite. So watch where you step and check your shoes before putting them on, because the brown recluse could be waiting to strike at any moment. Stay safe, my friends. You know what's scarier than a shark in a horror movie? A real-life great white shark! These bad boys can grow up to 20 feet long and have a bite force that can crush bones. And let's not forget about their famous razor-sharp teeth. One bite from these guys can be deadly. So the next time you're swimming in the ocean, remember to keep your eyes peeled for the great white shark, the ultimate predator of the sea. These pesky little creatures are found all over Australia, and their bite can be a real pain. Their venom is no joke. It can make you feel like your whole body's on fire. That's why it's important to keep an eye out for these sneaky spiders and make sure you're not their next victim. But here's the thing. As much as we may dislike them, redback spiders are actually pretty fascinating creatures. They're part of the widow spider family, and their females are notorious for eating their male counterparts after mating. Talk about a bad breakup. Check out the tiger shark, a big bad predator of the ocean. These bad boys have been known to attack humans and are one of the most dangerous sharks out there. With their razor-sharp teeth and incredible hunting abilities, they're a force to be reckoned with. If you see one in the water, it's best to give them plenty of space and let them do their thing. Africa's version of the Hulk. These big boys can weigh up to a whopping 2,000 pounds, making them one of the biggest and baddest creatures out there. And here's the thing, they're not afraid to throw down. They've been known to take on lions and even humans, and let me tell you, you don't want to mess with them. That's why they're also known as the Black Death. So if you ever find yourself face to face with one of these beasts, just remember to give them plenty of space and respect. This little dude might look like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but trust me, it's 100% real and 100% not to be messed with. Why? Because it's one of the only venomous lizards out there. That's right, this sneaky little guy packs a bite that can cause some serious pain and swelling. But here's where things get mysterious. Nobody really knows why it's venomous. Is it for hunting? Self-defense? Who knows? All we do know is that if you ever come across a Gila monster, it's best to give it some space. After all, you don't want to end up on the receiving end of a venomous bite from this cool but dangerous lizard. Did you know that the Sydney funnel-web spider is basically the Australian funnel-web spider's BFF? And let me tell you, their venom is no joke. It can knock you out faster than a kangaroo bouncing on a trampoline. Plus, if you get bitten by one of these creepy crawlies, you could end up with respiratory failure or even die. So make sure you steer clear of these 8-legged critters if you happen to come across them. Safety first, folks. The gentle giants that can turn into raging beasts. Now, I know we all love these intelligent and majestic creatures, but let's not forget they're also one of the biggest and most powerful animals on land. And when they feel threatened, they're not afraid to throw down. They've been known to attack and even kill humans who got too close to their turf. So if you're ever in the presence of an elephant, be sure to give them their space and show them the respect they deserve. Trust me, it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to these big guys. If you're not a fan of snakes, then you better steer clear of the inland taipan, mate. This snake is not to be messed with, as it's considered the most venomous snake in the world. Its venom is so deadly that it can cause multiple organ failure and can kill a human in less than an hour. Talk about fierce. Despite its fearsome reputation, the inland taipan is actually a pretty fascinating creature. It has an incredible sense of smell and can detect prey from miles away. Plus, its venom is being studied for its potential to help treat certain medical conditions. Who knew this lethal creature could have a softer side? This image shows a huge predator of the world of water, with its weird horrifying mask and tentacles showing. We also see a boat nearby comparing, which we can see how big the size of the creature is. But well, no matter how creepy this may look, it's not real. Instead, it is an image created through Photoshop. Still, with the ocean being only 3% discovered, who knows? Maybe this actually might be real too. What do you guys think about it? This crocodile is like the Hulk of the animal kingdom. It's one tough customer. And let me tell you, if you ever find yourself in its neck of the woods, you better watch your back. This bad boy has been known to attack humans, so you don't want to mess with it. I mean, just imagine coming face to face with a creature that's built like a tank, has jaws that could crush a car, and is just itching for a fight. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. So if you're planning a trip to South America, make sure you steer clear of this feisty dude's territory. If you think you're the only one crushing hard on all those Korean oppas, well, you're wrong, because it isn't just us humans, but these beluga whales too who love Korean men. This beluga whale has such a big crush on her trainer that it refuses to kiss anyone else but him. and waits all day for just him to come to her and play with her. The other 2 males have to be separated from her because they like her so much that she finds them annoying. This guy was out in the wilderness filming a video, just minding his own business, when all of a sudden, he sees something bolting towards him like a bat out of hell. And guess what? It's a freaking mountain lion! Yeah, you heard me right. This guy is staring down a big, wild apex predator. But you know what's even crazier? He manages to narrowly escape like a boss. This dude had a seriously close call.
No, you taste, dude.
But he lives to tell the tale, and we're all glad he made it out in one piece. This little guy had his hands burnt in a forest fire and didn't know what to do. So he came to the humans for help. And lucky for him, this kind woman was there to lend a hand. It's incredible how calm and trusting the kangaroo is while the woman tends to his wounds. So this girl was snowboarding as usual, but then something unexpected happened to her. She was singing a song while getting on her board, and once ready, she started riding. Suddenly, she noticed a glimpse of a bear chasing her from behind, but she didn't fully comprehend what was going on. Thankfully, the girl was quick enough to escape the bear and unknowingly saved her life. This weird little thing was recorded deep underwater, transforming into different shapes. The researchers, the people on the internet, in fact, every single person who saw this was shocked to his core, wondering what this creature could have been and what other superpowers it might hold. Can this be an alien? I mean, I can't help but wonder, you know? An incredible video aired on an Indian news channel featuring the most mind-blowing thing ever. A leopard visited a cow every night, and they had their own secret friendship going on while the humans snoozed. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the cow had taken care of the leopard when it was a baby, and now the leopard was not ready to let go of its caregiver. How sweet is that? So, these scientists saw a super weird fish and were totally confused. But then something crazy happened. The fish suddenly shrunk its mouth down really fast, and everyone was shocked. It turns out that the fish is called a gulper eel, and it has a special kind of mouth that can puff up to eat big things. This fish is really interesting because of its cool mouth and the way it moves around. Overall, it's pretty amazing. The secrets hidden in the deep forest seems endless, and we never know what we might find. Recently, a trail camera in Vietnam caught a glimpse of a rare two-tone mouse deer that scientists thought had vanished 30 years ago. It was strolling around leisurely as if it owned the place. It's amazing that some of these unique animals have managed to escape hunters and predators, giving them a chance to flourish in their natural environment. Have you ever heard of flying snakes? Yeah, you heard that right. Flying snakes. A viral video making the rounds on the internet recently showed these slithering creatures taking to the skies. But don't worry, they're not flapping their wings or anything. They're actually gliding through the air. These incredible creatures, known as Chrysopelia, have the ability to contort their bodies and flatten their ribs to cover a significant distance after launching themselves into the air. It's an amazing feat that allows them to travel between trees with ease. Who knew snakes could fly? This pelican was recorded by a man trying to eat a capybara. I mean, we know and I know that he knows that the capybara is too big for him, but no, that won't stop him from doing that. And then he is just left all embarrassed because he did not succeed. Imagine you're out scuba diving and when you surface for air, you discover an octopus that won't let go of your back. In a recent video, a diver experienced this unexpected surprise and was trying everything he could to shake off the clingy cephalopod. Despite moving in different directions, the octopus wouldn't budge, and the diver started feeling uncomfortable with its sharp beak and sticky suckers. Perhaps the octopus just wanted a hug. What do you think? As the driver was cruising down the Queensland highway, little did he know that he was in for a surprise. As he continued driving, he spotted something unusual on the side of the road. To his shock, he and other onlookers saw a ghostly figure standing in the middle of the road. The ghost, which appeared to be a pure white child, was just a few inches above the ground. The eerie sighting quickly gained fame and was dubbed the Ghost Child by many. However, Some skeptics argued that it might have been just a human baby who happened to wander in the middle of the road. Okay, so I've got a creepy story for you. A girl was taking a break near the harbor when, out of nowhere, a sea lion popped up, grabbed her, and dragged her into the water. Her family and bystanders freaked out, but luckily, a brave dude jumped in and rescued her. It was a shocking incident because sea lions usually don't attack people without a reason. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for getting updates related to our latest videos.
Oh.
Oh!
Let's embark on a journey to the dangerous world of the animal kingdom, where the phrase survival of the fittest truly applies. We explore the most dramatic, intriguing, and lethal interactions between wild animals today. Prepare to be amazed by the sheer force of nature, its never-ending wrath, and its incredible survival tactics as you witness everything from the violent conflicts found deep in the thick forest to the freezing tundras of the Arctic. Roland, largest sea elephant. It is a video of the largest sea elephant, Roland, from 1931. The man in the video pats Roland very politely. Roland keeps his head out of the water as the man feeds him food, which is most likely to be a fish. The man moves Roland to another location. Roland gets into the water and swims for a little while. The man calls him out to feed him. Roland gets out of the water and stands with the man in the video. He feeds him and pats him on his face very gently. Roland gets to the ground and makes some noise. Survival of the swiftest. Buckle up your seatbelts because you'll witness one of the most daunting encounters between a wild beast and its alleged prey. The video began with a leopard tightrope walking over a tall tree in the forest. The leopard seemed confused and a bit scared as the mighty beast was surrounded by a group of wild pigs waiting to attack him. The pigs kept circling around the sheltered tree, hoping for the tiger to stroll down into their trap. You would not believe it, but the predator did crawl down, not to get himself attacked, but to pick his dinner among the litter of pigs. The young piglet was caught in no time and was carried all the way to the top of the tree, leaving no time to spare for the pigs to even fight back. Chimpanzee last moments. The camera caught something mysterious and heart-touching. It was a very affecting video. It was a scene of a chimpanzee that was on her last breaths. It was a very sad moment taped by the camera. The chimpanzee was reuniting with its caretaker. The chimp was lying and its caretaker was rubbing its back. It seemed like that he was loving the chimp. He also gives the chimp to eat something. It was lying by closing its eyes. It suddenly opens its eyes to see its caretaker. Both the chimp and the caretaker were sad about it. The air was truly filled with sorrow and misery. The chimp was trying to hold close the man, it also rubbing its hand on the caretaker. Touching his face and holding the hand of caretaker seemed like that it was very sad on leaving him. It was a very deep, heart-touching misery mystery. The atmosphere was held up with sorrow. The man was also sad about it. It made all the people sad and utterly worried after seeing this. Adorable danger. Sometimes animals can give you a hard time, and peaceful situations can take the worst turns. A similar video is circulating over the internet in which a woman was sitting comfortably at her front door porch when a group of cute raccoons came wandering down her alley. Raccoons are generally considered adorable and almost harmless. Yes, almost harmless. They started sniffing around the woman, mesmerized by their innocence. The woman began taking pictures of them. Soon, the woman got comfortable with these wild raccoons and started gesturing one of them towards herself. And at this point, Things got out of control when the raccoon bit her finger, forcing her to drop everything and run inside her home. That's why it is advised, guys, not to get close to these wild animals, as you can catch rabies if you aren't vaccinated.
No! Oh my god. Okay.
Peculiar sights.
Yo, this isn't good. This isn't good.
Have you ever thought about renovating your house? Renovation might give your home an upgrade, but are you aware of underlying mysteries and dangers hidden behind the closed cemented walls, dilapidated leaking rooftops, and your basement could be a perfect place for such unwanted creatures? A similar incident took place when a reconstruction guy found something peculiar, almost out of this world while renovating a house. The video began with a man recording the hidden area lying underneath the rooftop. It was an old, worn-out place, as if it hadn't been in use for a long time. And to our astonishment, two unknown guests had captured this place all by themselves. These creatures looked like an owl by face, but their four limbs had something else to say. These creatures looked like aliens, unlike anything from the real world. However, the mystery lies in whether this discovery of such eerie creatures was real or another fake publicity stunt.
Yo, look at that. What is that?
Leopard's Feast. Let us dive into the daring encounters of wildlife where anything can be preyed upon within a period. In one similar instance, a leopard was seen attacking an animal close to its own size. The leopard made no mistake hunting down the giant animal. It struck an adult capybara from behind the bushes, grasped it tightly by its sharp-pointed canines, and kept attacking him until the poor soul was lifeless. The capybara did try to fight off this vicious beast, but in the end, one had to be prey to someone, and it was Leopard's day to feast on this poor creature. Woodpecker in hot waters. Remember guys, on your bad days, even the things you're good at might give you a headache and can lead you into hot waters. In this video, a bird can be seen stuck in the tree by its beak. And you know what's surprising? This is no ordinary bird. It's the famous woodpecker who somehow got its beak plunged forcefully into the tree's bark. Woodpeckers are famous for drilling holes inside the bark of the tree with their incredible poking ability with their beak. But this poor soul might be going through a tough day. However, in no time, the bird was saved by a man. And then it flew away to poke some other trees. Man vs. Jaws. We have another thrilling video about these wild encounters, so you know that it is life-threatening to disturb these savage predators, as things could get sour very quickly. In this thrilling video, a man can be seen waddling the tail of an enormous crocodile. I don't know how he managed to go even near that ominous predator, let alone manhandling that giant tail. The fearless man didn't stop there. He patted that vicious crocodile who could have swallowed the man in a single bite. A similar thing happened when the man started patting his back. The crocodile shifted his head, opened his mouth wide apart, and attacked the man. Luckily, the man managed to escape from the nerve-wracking situation. Slippery escape. Snakes are known to be one of the swiftest land dwellers who slither towards their prey in the blinking of the eye. Though it's easy to catch a snake if you're a pro and follow your guidelines. Sometimes even the tiniest snakes can give you a tough time. In this video, a man wrapped a collar around a small snake. The collar was made of wire to catch the snake. As the man tried to cover the trap around its neck, it disappeared into thin air, freeing himself from the shackles of wildlife hunters. shooting star. Let me take you guys on a cool celestial journey under the starry night where dreams become reality and the heavenly bodies hug the earth at its horizon. This spectacular phenomenon was caught on camera at 11:57 p.m. when a shining and glazing streak occurred over the sky. It was not an ordinary shooting star, as the lightning streak it made was so bright, almost like a firework. This beautiful sight was witnessed over Mount Waverly on a quiet night filled with darkness. This awe-inspiring sight of a meteor swimming gradually across the vast black sky, leaving behind its enormous fireworks, was enough to be completely mesmerized by these stellar objects. Wild encounter at Sea Park. Would you ever let your child go near a wild sea animal without proper caution and care? The answer should be no, as these fantastic creatures take no time to harm you and your children and can leave you with irreparable damage. The video presented a scene of an alleged sea-themed park having various shows and sea animals. In the video, a sea seal can be seen performing gestures while a man tries to mount his daughter on the seal's back. Everything seemed normal, a cute picture day for the little one. But soon, things took a vicious turn. The seal suddenly snapped back at the poor child, frightening her for the rest of her life. Though the parents were quick enough to pull back their child, this video provides evidence for the untamed nature of these animals, and they can be harmful if left unobserved. Polar bear in the wild. Imagine yourself going for a camping venture with your friends deep in the thick mountainous regions surrounded by a sky-high forest, only to meet a snowy beast for your welcome. A scary event, isn't it? The video showed a spectacular sight of this daunting creature, a polar bear. Draped in all-white fur moving briskly through the woods, the bear had a colossal statue, with its pointed paws leaving behind the imprints of his existence. It is quite a rare sight to witness polar bears or grizzly bears in the mountains, as they keep themselves hidden far from human company. But sometimes they do make appearances. Polar bears are fierce and very dangerous, but simultaneously they are a beautiful and rare sight. Camel's prickly palate. Have you ever wondered how camels eat prickly desert vegetation without getting sore mouths? It's all because of their incredibly hard palate. You know, camels have this peculiar feature that serves as a shield of protection at the top of their mouths. They can chew their food entirely without facing the risk of getting hurt because of their hard palate. Think of it as their lips' natural armor. Therefore, these hardy animals can consume harsh, thorny plants in the desert with ease and effectiveness. Camels have several exciting adaptations that help them survive in the harsh desert. This is only one of them. It's impressive how well nature equips its species for survival. A giant floating balloon.
That is a big animal.
Well, I was asking for an octopus.
Yeah.
You might have seen many octopuses floating across the ocean, spreading their tentacles around, but have you ever witnessed them performing tricks with their tentacles? One such spectacular video surfaced over the internet, capturing the beauty of a giant octopus at the very depth of the ocean. In the video, an unusual kind of octopus made its appearance. The octopus had an orange-colored body with long iridescent tentacles that were swaying freely in the ocean. The octopus was creating amazing patterns with tentacles, wrapping them around its body, stretching them across their length almost like a floating balloon with a giant head dancing in the depths of the ocean.
Yeah, he seems a little
That's fantastic.
unnerved.
I wish we could see the other end.
Oh my gosh.
Jungle Bridge surprise. Walking through the mountains is a fun sport, but it can become even more exciting and dangerous if the forest residents come to welcome you. The video began with a family walking through a swinging bridge deep in the forest. They had their children along with them through this dangerous trail. Little did they know that this bridge was a swinging rope for the monkeys of this forest, and soon they were welcomed by a giant orangutan swinging through the rope bridge, passing like a gymnast from above their heads, adding more thrill to an already daunting journey.
Duck! Oh my goodness!
Nature's power play. Behold the cruel and captivating nature of the animal kingdom. Witness a fierce encounter where a baby bear is attacked out of nowhere by another bear, leaving it vulnerable and clueless. This is a stark reminder of the brutal and unrelenting realities of nature. But what's equally intriguing is the appearance of a third bear, watching the conflict from a distance. Whether a member of the same bear community or simply a bystander, the spectator observes the mighty power play with keen interest. It's a stark reminder of the circle of life, where harsh natural forces and survival instincts collide with brutal force and leave us unsettled.
Coming onto that territory. Oh no. Oh, I see it going.
The Tasmanian tiger. Have you seen the widely circulated colorized footage of the Tasmanian tiger? It's crazy. The thylacine, popularly known as the Tasmanian tiger, was declared extinct in 1936. But this film revives the species in a way that has never been seen colorized before. The thylacine can be seen in the video walking around a cage while showing its striped coat and strong jaw. It is much more intriguing due to the colorization, which highlights the animal's inherent beauty. Though it is painful to consider that we have lost such a magnificent animal, it also serves as a reminder of how technology may be used to bring the past to life. Haunted jaguar. The camera caught a very mysterious and haunted sight. The air was truly filled with enigma and uneasiness. The camera picked up the appearance of the jaguar in a river. There was a little part of dry area in the river where this haunted jaguar was standing. It was a very peculiar sight that happened here. This haunted jaguar was so wild that it seemed like it was standing here in search of the haunting. It was so wild, having black spots on all of its body. The peculiar sight is that there was also a crocodile near the jaguar. The jaguar suddenly caught the crocodile. It was yearning with the pain. It also tried to escape from the jaguar, but it caught the crocodile firmly. It dragged away the crocodile by passing from the sea. It grabbed it from its neck so its mouth was opened utterly. It was a very cryptic scene. At least the cruel jaguar dragged the crocodile to the dry land. Then, it tightly bites the crocodile's neck by its sharp teeth, and after a while, the crocodile was killed by the jaguar. It was a very haunted and eerie scene. This was a deep and great mystery that was captured by the camera in that river. Speedy cheetah. The camera had captured a mysterious sight. It was a cherished fact of nature. This was a scene of a cheetah that was so fast and speedy. It was known as the world's fastest land animal. Their claws work rather like studs on football boots for extra grip when sprinting, while their long tail acts as a rudder that helps them make sharp turns while chasing the prey. In this video, the camera recorded the appearance of the cheetah that was so fast it was looking for its prey that was a deer. It had a look on deer. The cheetah was run fast before the deer. Then the deer ran to escape its life. The cheetah ran so fast it'd make a turn to caught it. The deer breath grew heavy, and its legs began to ache. The atmosphere was truly filled with enigma. It was a deep, suspicious mystery about the cheetah. It was not still revealed what happened with the anxious deer. Mysterious cage. The camera caught something very enigmatic and mysterious. The atmosphere was filled with uneasiness and fear. It was a scene of a man in a deep sea. It was in a glass cage. It dives into the sea to explore sea life. It was in the middle of the sea. The man was in the cage wearing a diving suit. Suddenly, a big shark appeared. It was hitting on the cage with heavy strength. The cage was juddering and the sea waves were forming. After a while, the glass cage was broken by a shark's head. It was a very menacing and cryptic scene. The man was toppled in the sea. He was very anxious and frightened. It swims very fast to save his life. It struggles to swim very fast. The shark was moved before the man. It was a deep and dangerous mystery taped by the camera. It was still not found out what happened to the man next. This was not revealed yet. Cryptic gorilla. The camera had recorded a mysterious and charry act. The atmosphere was filled with amaze. It was a scene of some gorillas that were present in the farms. They were grazing. There were also 2 gorilla babies. On one side, one gorilla that was standing with its baby. The baby climbed up its back, and then mother gorilla and baby was walking away. Suddenly, another gorilla that was present here attacks the mother gorilla. It attacks the mother gorilla for no reason. They started fighting with each other. They rolled up on each other. Then, after a while, a big gorilla came here and stopped their fight. It stopped their fight by catching up the gorilla. The baby and mother gorilla were moved from there. It was a deep mystery how that responsible gorilla stopped the fight between its mates. It was really astonishing. Paranormal crocodile. The camera caught a peculiar and mysterious sight. The atmosphere is filled with mystery and enigma. In a river, there was a tree that had fallen here. There was an alligator that was practicing its death roll. Death roll basically was a technique where they rapidly spin their bodies while holding on to prey. This was a very weird and creepy scene. This rotational movement helped that crocodile to cut up and tear apart the prey by exerting tremendous forces like that, usually of a large prey. The death roll was believed to be effective for the crocodile to consume their prey. It was actually a rapid rotation of the longitudinal axis of the body. This scene gave uneasy vibes to the operator. The crocodile was looking very mysterious and cryptic. It was the deepest mystery ever. Everyone had a look on this crocodile which made everyone suspicious and eerie. Silent animal attacks revealed. In the wild, there are hidden stories of animals surviving in mysterious ways. There was a video that showed these secret battles of nature. It was a bit scary and revealed how animals quietly attack others to stay alive. The video had different parts, each showing a different way animals hunt quietly and without warning. Animals like deer, tigers, zebras, and even cats were featured. In one part, a deer was drinking from a calm river, but a sneaky crocodile was there underwater waiting patiently. Suddenly, it appeared and grabbed the deer, showing how nature can be cruel. In another part, a tiger stalked a zebra silently. The normal sounds of the wild were hushed as the tiger pounced on its prey, teaching us how fast and quiet these attacks can be. Even small cats were not spared from this video. It showed how they can be secretly aggressive, proving that even cute pets have wild instincts. This video is not for those easily scared. It gave a glimpse into the hidden side of nature where life and death are always close. It's a place where quietness often means danger, and the line between the hunter and the hunted can be very blurry. In this mysterious world, survival is all that matters. Lightning frog. Once upon a time in the land of everyday life where things are usually quite ordinary, something strange happened. A camera recorded something mysterious that left people really confused and amazed. The video started by showing a regular door, like the ones we see every day. But as the camera moved down, it revealed a frog. This was no normal frog. Its body, which is usually green and brown, was shining brightly. It looked like it had swallowed something very unusual, making its body light up. People had all sorts of ideas about why this frog was so strange. Some thought it had eaten something weird, while others wondered if it was born this way. But no one had a definite answer. The video of this glowing frog spread all over the internet, and it made everyone curious. Some believed it was a spectral sign from nature, a reminder that there's still magic in our world. Others were just amazed at how beautiful and strange this frog was, but the frog story remained a mystery. No one knew where it came from or why it looked like that. So the glowing frog became a legend, a mystery that reminds us that in our everyday lives, there can still be extraordinary things that surprise and brighten our days. Eagle's smooth river attack. The video showed a beautiful eagle. It flew smoothly in the clear daytime sky above a river, surrounded by forests and mountains. The eagle landed in the river, grabbed a fish, and continued to fly. This moment was a mix of nature's beauty and the reality of how animals hunt for food. The eagle's flight were easy to watch. It glided through the sky effortlessly with its wide wings. As it got closer to the river, you could feel the excitement. It dived quickly, grabbed a shiny fish with its sharp claws, and showed us the circle of life. How animals need to catch prey to survive. This video reminded us that in nature, life and death are connected. The eagle's smooth attack was like a perfect dance of survival. It showed us the incredible world of nature. This moment when the eagle caught the fish made us appreciate how skilled and mysterious animals can be in the wild. It's a simple but powerful reminder of the wonders of the natural world. Mysterious monkey teasing scene. In the daytime, a camera showed a strange picture. It looked like a zoo. Inside, there were black monkeys with dark fur. They had mysterious eyes. A girl stood by the rusty cage of these monkeys. She seemed both interesting and a bit scary. She thought she was the boss of this unusual place. Her fingers teased the air, making the crowd watching her impatient. But trying to solve the secrets of the universe was a mistake. One of the monkeys got very angry. It grabbed the girl's hair quickly and tried to harm her. People standing around were shocked and scared. They realized that maybe humans shouldn't interfere with the hidden powers of the animal world. Quickly, they saved the girl from the monkey's grip. Her hair was messy and she was trembling, but she didn't seem to learn from her mistake. Once free, she went back to teasing the monkey. The black monkeys, however, didn't forget her actions. They both grabbed her hair even harder this time. It was like a strange dance of teasing and payback, a mysterious story of human curiosity and the secrets of all living beings. So, the camera captured a strange moment, where the mysteries of nature mixed with human foolishness, forever written in the story of the unknown. Mysterious lemurs in woods. In a calm forest with sunlight passing through the leaves, the camera saw something strange out of nowhere. Strange animals appeared. They looked like lemurs, but not the cute ones you'd expect. Each lemur was a mom carrying her babies on her back. They moved in a weird and graceful way, almost like a mysterious dance. What made them really strange were their creepy looks. They had bodies that were a mix of monkeys and lemurs. Their long, flexible arms and legs helped them move in a strange way through the woods. Their eyes were big and really spooky, like something from a scary dream. The peaceful forest suddenly felt tense. People watching wondered if these creatures meant harm or if they were just a unique part of the forest. As the camera kept recording, it left everyone with more questions than answers. These strange lemurs with their eerie appearance and strange movements were a big mystery. Nobody knew they could be dangerous or what secrets they held in the heart of the woods. Crocodile versus turtle. In a quiet, hidden place in the wild, a camera saw something strange. It was daytime and the landscape looked empty, like a painting made by fate. There by the water was a legendary creature, a crocodile with dark, hidden intentions in its eyes. In its mouth it held something unusual, a turtle with tough, ancient covering. The video showed a fight for survival, the crocodile's strong mouth holding onto the turtle's hard shell. It was a fight as old as the river, the never-ending struggle to stay alive under the hot sun. But something surprising happened. The turtle, strong-willed and tough, used its sturdy shell to its advantage. The turtle escaped from the crocodile's jaws. Free at last, the turtle started moving towards the river, heading for safety. This wasn't an ordinary battle. It was a sign of life's strength and the endless mysteries that make up our world. In the end, as the camera stayed on the mysterious scene, the true story of nature's hidden drama remained a secret. Mysterious zoo anteater Enigma. In a hidden place like a secret world, a camera recorded something strange. It was like a zoo, but not like any zoo we know. This video showed a big anteater. It looked like it belonged there in that special place. In the video, it seemed like the anteater was eating something. But when you first looked at it, you might think its front leg was the face of another animal. It was puzzling and made people wonder what they were seeing. At first, you couldn't tell what creature it really was, but if you watched closely, you figured it out. The creature was actually an anteater, and its front leg was playing tricks with your eyes. It was a very strange video that kept you guessing. This video revealed mysteries in a hidden zoo, and it made people feel amazed. It showed how nature can be tricky and how we can be fooled by appearances. When it ended, it left us feeling fascinated and wondering about the secrets of our world. Mysterious rescue. In a cold, snowy place, two big bucks were stuck because their antlers got locked together. They tried really hard to get free. It was like they were doing a strange, dangerous dance in the frozen quiet. Then a person who takes care of the park showed up. Maybe the play between the bucks called him. He swore warm clothes and looked serious. He had a powerful tool with him, a gun. It made the story feel even more interesting and strange. This person moved slowly towards the bucks, careful not to scare them. He pointed his gun very carefully. Then there was a loud noise. It felt like time stopped. The noise echoed through the cold air. The surprise came next. The shot from the gun did something amazing. It cut the buck's antlers and they were free. The thing that trapped them was gone in a flash. The camera caught this special moment. The bucks, now free, jumped away like they just woke up from a dream. They ran deep into the snowy woods, happy and safe.
Unbelievable. Good shot.
This whole story was like a mix of nature's magic and human help. It will be remembered as a very mysterious and special moment. It showed that even in the wild, where everything is quiet and covered in snow, life and freedom are very precious, just like a delicate winter flower. Lion defended lioness. In the wilderness of a jungle, a herd of Cape buffaloes in all their glory and strength can be seen marching towards two lonely savages of the jungle. These two predators seemed lost as they were sauntering alone in these vast fields. Suddenly, the herd of mighty buffaloes started running towards the lions. But in an attempt to protect his partner, the lioness, he stood tall in front of these giant bulls and confronted them with all his force and strength. He carried on in the fierce battle with the utmost power and courage, defying all odds in order to protect his lioness, who wasn't harmed at all. In short, the lion successfully escaped this terror trap and marched away with his lioness. However, unfortunately, the herd of buffaloes can still be seen following the two animals. Crypted alligator. The camera caught a peculiar and mysterious sight. The atmosphere was truly filled with enigma. It was really a fearable sight. It made everyone uneasy. This was a peculiar scene that had never happened before. The camera tape shows the appearance of an eerie alligator. It was kept in a cage in the zoo. Suddenly, the creepiest scene happened. The alligators attacked the zoo handler near it. It caught the man firmly by his hand. It pulled the zoo handler into the cage. This scene makes everyone anxious. The alligator caught the hand of a man very tightly. It was not leaving him. The man was trying to escape from the alligator's sharp teeth, but it was not leaving the man. The man in severe fear. Suddenly, another man jumped into the cage. It was actually a visitor here in the zoo. He left the man from the crocodile by lying on the alligator's back. The alligator was very curious and decrypted. The man hardly escaped the zoo handler. The crocodile was trying to kill the man, but it failed. It frightened all the people nearby, and then the man that rescued the zoo handler came out of the cage. The environment was fearable. Polar bear. The camera caught a mysterious sight. It happened at the North Pole. It was a very rare scene of a polar bear. There was snow freezing here and there on land. All the nature things were severely freeze, like trees, lakes, and roads. As the global temperature heats up, the snow ice is thinning by the day. The polar was moving smoothly from the snow ice. It was a white-colored polar bear. It was moving like it was crawling over the snow. Seemed like that it was enjoying the icing snow. This was a very wonderful scene. It makes the environment uneasy. This thinning of ice taught new ways to the polar bear that was looking so charming. This polar bear was enjoying the icing snow here so keenly. The air was filled with the pleasure and charm of the effects of nature. It was a deep mystery ever. It makes all the viewers and operators astonished and amazed. The polar bear was so amazing. It was a deep mystery that camera has taped that had never seen before. Hand feeding of shark. The camera picked up a cryptic sight. It was also very mysterious. That was recorded in the middle of the sea. Anyhow, there was a very peculiar sight that happened to some people that were on the ship. They were feeding the big monstrous shark by a fish. One of the men on the ship holding a fish in his hands. A big, huge shark came from the depth of the sea. It was looking very dangerous and creepiest. It also had big, sharp teeth. It was jumping to eat the fish and hitting with the ship. The ship was shaking severely. However, the man holding a fish in his hand fed the big shark by putting the fish tail on the shark's mouth. It was eating the fish in a very cryptic way. The atmosphere was filled with fear. Suddenly, they pulled the fish up and saw that this dangerous shark ate the half fish. It was a deep, eerie mystery. The people on fish were so brave. The man fed the cryptic shark with his own hand, taking a bad risk. Terrifying praying mantis. It shows a bee and a praying mantis on a white wall that is white. The praying mantis has captured the bee tightly in its grip. The honeybee tries to escape the praying mantis but fails to do so. The praying mantis has a very firm grip on the bee, as it can be seen in the video. Some of the legs of the bee break due to its fight with the praying mantis. It shows how terrifying a praying mantis can be when it comes to capturing its food. The praying mantis holds the bee with both of his hands in a tight and firm grip and starts eating it from the middle. The bee tries its best till the end to escape, but does not succeed. The python snake attacking a deer. The video seems to have been shot on a highway where on the side of the road a python snake has captured a deer. The python has wrapped its body all around the deer with all its force. People try to save the deer from the python. They take a large branch from the tree and hit the python from a distance. They hit the python a few times until it lost its grip on the deer. The deer also tries to escape as the people hit the python. At last, the python leaves the deer and runs back from where it came from, and the deer runs in its opposite direction. Inside the wasp nest. The camera captured a cryptic sight. It was also very mysterious. One man took the risk of opening the nest of wasps. They were cutting it into 2 pieces. It was looking very peculiar that it was a big, dangerous risk to come near the nest. The people were utterly covered with the clothes. They also wore gloves on their hands. It was recorded in the dense forest. Anyhow, some bees were flying around their nest. The man started to cut it off from the center with a big knife. When he cut the nest, a very peculiar and mysterious scene happened. Inside the nest, a honeycomb appeared. There were many wisps around it. They were many large in number. It was a very natural scene of this honeycomb. The man had taken a big risk. There was also man-tiny holes in the honeycomb, where the honey was found. It was a very deep, greatest mystery. We have seen the honeycomb from very near. The wisps were flying near their comb. They were storing honey from the flowers. It was almost done. Raccoons attack the woman as they leave. The video shows that the raccoons get into the woman's house through the window. There were 3 of them. One is standing in the window and the other 2 are inside her house. The raccoon standing on the window tries to help his friends to climb up the window, but it seems to be terrified a little bit.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Whoop.
The girl raises the curtain so that the raccoons find it easy to escape. The raccoons think that she might hurt them, so they bite her.
Come on.
The second raccoon climbs out the window after a while of trying, while the third one is still inside her house. She helps it escape when she tries to close her window. One of the raccoons bite her. She realizes she made a mistake and gets away from the window.
No, go on. Go.
This is how best friends are created. The video is shot in a forest. We can see a monkey and a large lizard and birds at the back. The monkey jumps here and there and holds the lizard's tail and enjoys it while irritating it. The lizard runs from the monkey, but is unsuccessful. The monkey follows the lizard as it moves forward. This video is also related to how best friends are made. One of them is an introvert while the other one is an extrovert. This is a very common example of best friends, as one of the friends is loud while the other is not. Cryptic bear? In a zoo in China, something extraordinary happened that left everyone astonished. Imagine a bear, big and brown, usually seen on all fours, but this time, it stood up tall on its hind legs. This bear was enormous, nearly as close as your neighbor, and it peered out at the crowd through the safety grill. People from all around gathered, their eyes wide with amazement. This was no ordinary bear. It was special, a mystery never seen before. The excitement was palpable, as if a secret of nature had been revealed. Everyone held their breath, trying to take in this wondrous sight. The bear's eyes seemed to sparkle with curiosity as it survived the amazed onlookers. It was as if it wanted to share this moment with all who had come to witness its extraordinary feat. The zoo became a place of wonder, a memory etched in the hearts of those fortunate enough to be there. This event will be talked about for years to come, a story of a bear that stood tall and captured the hearts of all who beheld it. It was a day when the ordinary turned into something truly extraordinary, a day that will forever live in the memory of those who were lucky enough to witness it. Gorilla cycling. The camera had captured a scarce sight. It was also very mysterious. Beside the camera, the atmosphere was filled with enigma and suspense. It made all the viewers curious. The camera tapped the appearance of the giant gorilla. It was doing a mysterious act. It was cycling on a bicycle. That was so peculiar that the gorilla was on the bicycle. It was amazing and a little bit funny. It was riding the bicycle and totally engaged in it deeply. It was so fun for it. There was also one other gorilla that was seeing its mate on riding. Suddenly, this gorilla fell down from the bicycle. It fell down on the ground and made the gorilla upset. Then it do a particular act. It threw away this bicycle away on which it takes a ride. It was a very funny and also disappointed scene for the gorilla. It was the deepest mystery ever found. It was never seen before. No one had seen the gorilla on a bicycle before. It was astonished for all. The gorilla on the bicycle looked very funny, and it was keenly enjoying its ride, but soon it was interrupted. Cryptic mystery. The camera in Russia recorded a mysterious and cryptic act. It made everyone terrified and curious. The air was truly filled with enigma and many questions. In the middle of Russia, a mystery happened with the river. In a horrifying incident, a river in Russia had turned beetroot red. It happened after a major incident of contamination by a mystery pollutant. It was not known about this pollutant. The river was turned into beetroot red. It was a peculiar sight. The ducks refused to swim in that contaminated toxic water. It was looking very cryptic and eerie. Everyone was trying to find out what contamination was the cause of this decolorization. All the people were curious and suspicious about it. It was a deep mystery. I still haven't found out what had happened. It was an eerie mystery which was still unknown. All the people were refusing to swim in this toxic water. They were severely anxious about it. Mysterious Florida beach transformation. In Florida, a strange video appeared that made people wonder. It showed a man from Florida, but we didn't know who he was. He did something strange at the beach that caught everyone's attention. This guy used the sand as his canvas and started digging a not-so-obvious trench on the lovely Florida beach. At first, it looked really interesting. Imagine the sun painting the sky with pretty colors, and people watching this mysterious man working hard in the sand. People were laughing and having fun as they watched. They couldn't resist being curious about what this mysterious digger was creating. Some even decided to go into the water he was making, thinking it was just a fun dream. But here's where things got really surprising. As the man kept digging, the water changed. It went from a gentle flow to a strong current. The peaceful trench turned into a rough river. Waves that were far away suddenly crashed all around, and the fun turned into difficulty. Out of nowhere, the police arrived. They too were a bit mysterious. People wondered if they were there to help, to scold, or just to see this strange transformation. This mysterious video reminds us that life can be full of unexpected surprises. It shows that there are mysteries hiding in everyday things, and sometimes we just have to look a little deeper to find them. Mysterious grizzly bear encounter. One sunny day, something mysterious happened. A man was in his car, and he had a secret plan. He wanted to give food to a huge grizzly bear, a wild animal that doesn't follow our rules. The man hidden in the car's shadow seemed to be looking for adventure, or maybe just having fun. He reached out of the car's window with something for the bear. Then something shocking occurred. The grizzly bear with its wide jaws acted swiftly. It grabbed the offering with incredible precision. This was scary for the man, and he was full of fear and excitement. It felt like a life and death moment. The bear was so close it could have swallowed not just the food, but the whole hand. In a moment that seemed to last forever, the man's survival instincts kicked in. He started the car and sped away, narrowly escaping the bear's grasp. The video left everyone with questions. What made the man do such a daring thing with a wild animal? Was it bravery, a desire for adventure, or something we can't understand? This strange event happening in the bright light of day is a puzzle. It reminds us that mysteries exist in the wild just beyond our safe everyday world. These mysteries can be thrilling, but they might never be fully explained. Mysterious sea creature. On a sunny day, a strange thing from the deep sea showed up in a video. A person who was swimming at a peaceful beach found it. This thing was really odd. It looked like a huge worm. It clung to the person's hand and moved in a mysterious way. It made people question what it could be. No one knew for sure. It remains a big mystery. People saw the video online and talked about it. They had lots of ideas about what this strange creature might be. Some thought it could be a long, snake-like sea creature from the deep ocean. Others wondered if it was a creature that had been around for a very long time. Maybe even from the time of the extinct creatures. Some even thought it might be something from another world. But even with all these ideas, nobody really knew the truth. Experts and regular people couldn't figure it out. They couldn't find any answers in books or from scientists. This creature didn't fit into any category. It was just a big mystery. This mysterious sea creature left everyone with questions, and those questions spread far and wide. It reminded us that our world still holds many secrets, things we don't understand. Some mysteries may never have easy answers, and that's what keeps us curious and makes the world an intriguing place. Mystical owl's bubble flight. The video showed a mysterious scene. It looked like a strange documentary showing something very unusual. The star of this mysterious video was an owl, a bird that comes out at night. The owl was flying through a strange place filled with shiny bubbles. It looked like a magical world. The owl moved gracefully through these bubbles like a dancer. When the owl flapped its wings, it created a beautiful show with the bubbles. Scientists gathered to watch it. They weren't just watching an owl fly, they were learning the secrets of how things fly. It was as if the owl had the answers to the most important questions about how flight works. Mysterious bird and worm. In a quiet place, a camera saw something interesting. There was a young bird. Its dark eyes showed it was very hungry. The main character in the story was a small worm on the ground. It was just moving along, not knowing that the bird was watching. The worm was living its own life, trying to find its way, but the bird had no one to teach it how to eat. The scene was mysterious because the bird and the worm were like actors in a secret play. The bird wanted to eat, and the worm wanted to stay alive. The bird's mother was missing, and that made the bird struggle even sadder. The little bird had to figure things out on its own, which was hard. In the quiet place, the bird and the worm showed a mysterious picture of life's struggles. They taught us about wanting to live and how nature can be puzzling. The forest had many secrets, and this was just one of them. When the camera took this picture, it made us think about the mysteries of nature. It asked us to wonder about the hidden stories in the wild. Lion and crocodile fight for meat. This video shows a crocodile and a lion fighting for the meat in the forest. The video is shot from a drone. The lion holds one end of the meat from its mouth tightly while the crocodile holds the other end with its mouth. Both of them try their best to take the whole meat for themselves. It seems like the crocodile has a more tight hold on the meat than the lion. The crocodile rolls over while the lion loses its grip on the meat. The crocodile stays still while the lion tries its best to take the whole meat to himself. The crocodile does not move and keeps on holding the meat with its mouth. Neighbors. This video shows two fishes in a fish tank. One of them throws sand on the other fish, which starts a competition between them. The fish on the right starts throwing the sand on the face of the other. When the fish on the left side does the same, fish on the right side gets stunned for a little while and starts it again. Thinking of it as revenge from the fish on the other side. Both of the fishes throw sand at each other, taking turns. This video is a reference to how two true neighbors treat each other. What would you do? A man who seems to be a forest photographer is sitting in the front of his car holding his camera, looking to his left. The video shows that one of his friends on the other side tells him to look at his right side. When he turns his face around to see what it is, he sees a tiger right next to him staring at him. He gets scared and does not know what to do. He stares back at the tiger, scared. He holds his camera more tightly, being scared, as he is alone in this situation. Not knowing what else to do to save his life. He sits there terrified. Orca attacking seals. This video shows how an orca is attacking seals on the seashore. Orca is also called a killer whale, as it is very dangerous and harmful. The orca attacks the seals very brutally. It comes with a very high speed, not letting the seals know, and gets on top of the seals, harming them with all its pressure and force. It gets back after hurting the seals. It comes to the end of the seashore to hurt the seals and then goes back into the water. Mooses are huge. This video shows how big and huge mooses are. The man making the video is hiding in the trees in the forest to make the video of the moose. The moose comes slowly forward and we can see how huge it is. The moose is black in color and has a huge body. You can see its legs are very big. The moose's antlers are beautiful and at the same time very big. The moose moves forward and you can see that the moose does not have a tail. It also tells us how moose can navigate through the forest very easily. Rules of the jungle. In a forest, a lion and a llama are fighting. The lion holds the llama from its neck and the llama shakes the lion off of him. While they fight, it seems that the llama has the upper hand as the lion cannot get a full grip of the llama's neck. The llama tries its best not to let the lion win. They both fight for a while. The llama shakes the lion a lot, but even the lion does not let the llama go. At the end, it shows that probably the lion won and the llama's lost. But the llama tries best not to get defeated and fights till the end. Japan's horrific catastrophe. On March 11, 2011, a colossal catastrophe hit the shores of Japan's Pacific coast and destroyed everything in its wake. The alarming calamity was an intense tsunami that had ruined everything associated with it. The fences, cars, buses, trees, and even the houses were demolished by this gigantic wave. It was reported that an underlying earthquake generated this tsunami. This tsunami had a wave height of almost 40 meters in the Aiwei prefecture. This deadly sight is an alarming sight of how vicious nature can be. Researchers concluded that an almost 2,000-kilometer stretch of Japan's Pacific coast was impacted by the tsunami. Water giraffe turtles. Imagine an eccentric world where animals like water giraffes and turtles come to life. Absurd, isn't it? However, it's no longer an imagination, as these creatures do exist. This video shows a peculiar sight of a water giraffe turtle, also known as a long-necked turtle. They got their name giraffe turtles due to their long, slender neck that moves and extends like a giraffe's neck, helping the creature to swim freely in the pond and breathe through the water's surface. This cute animal looks animated due to its wide-open eyes and funny face. Some might find it scary and dangerous, but these reptiles are so cute and adorable, straight out of Gumball's land. A hybrid between a horse and an elephant. On our bucket list, there's another strange creature that I'm sure most of you haven't heard about at all. Imagine an animal that's like a mix between a horse and an elephant, but with its unique charm. That's a tapir for you. The thick woods and grasslands of Southeast Asia, Central America, and South America are home to these fantastic creatures. In this video, a man can be seen tickling this amiable creature, making it laugh to its fullest. You can surely hear those cute little laughing snores this tapir is making. Being giant in magnitude, these animals have calm and composed attitudes, and they seem to love human company. So next time someone asks you about indigenous animals, remember to mention water giraffe turtles and these walking fossil tapirs. Lion in a circus. I'm sure all of you have seen Madagascar, the movie where Alex the lion used to perform different stunts in a zoo to gain the attention of its spectators. A similar kind of video is circulating over the internet, where a lion stunned many observers with its cunning and vicious move. The video began with a crowd hovering around a fenced cage in vast fields. Within the fence boundary, a big lion was walking around a giant pole. Looking further into the video, it seemed like a massive piece of meat was tied on the bar to make the lion climb up the wooden pole to snatch its feast and simultaneously entertain its spectator. Guys, guess what? This trick worked. The lion climbed over the pole, tore apart the whole chunk of meat, and came down swiftly while gaining all the applause from its spectators. Global warming. Have you heard of the standard paradigm, all glitters is not gold? This clause holds an in-depth meaning and can be applied to nature and its breathtaking sights, which can sometimes take vicious turns. A spectacular sight surrounded by tall glaciers, snowy spikes covered with thick frost, almost unimaginable for such vast blocks of glistening ice to melt away in a few minutes. A similar set of events was captured by some tourists when a massive block of sky-high glaciers started to melt. In a case inspired by global warming, thanks to all factories and climate-ruining policies, vast chunks of pointed ice were seen melting away. And its tiny pieces were falling down with so much velocity that they started to hit the people nearby. It is a truly fascinating sight sacrificed by our poor climate change policies. Thank you for coming along on this wild adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling battles and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing videos ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.